Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
I guess I got my swagger back.
Yeah. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it.
Are you ready?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. It's 601, Orlando's number one hit music station. It's XL 1067. It is Johnny's house on a Wednesday morning, and it's going to rain again today. Partly cloudy, scattered thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms, gusty winds. The high today of 92. Right now, 71.
We have to say congratulations to Eminem.
Yes.
Pretty big milestone yesterday with the Recording Industry Association of America. He is now the number one awarded musician for singles, which is pretty huge for him. And it's crazy because I would not, if somebody were like, guess on the top of your head who has like the most number one single, I would never guess Eminem. So it's really cool that he's got 227 million gold and platinum certificates, 166 million for singles, and, you know, he's just killing it. And he's got 6 other Diamond Awards and 3 singles, Lose Yourself, Not Afraid, Love the Way You Lie with Rihanna. So, I mean, his songs are staples.
The rapper of the game said, that's crap.
Yeah,
he played the game. That's all. That don't make him the best.
I mean,
he said he's better than Eminem.
He said, meet me in the studio.
I know, and I'm like, you know
Who
what?
said that?
The game.
Oh my gosh.
This is why everyone takes shots at Eminem, because it's going to gain you clout. And this is why Eminem doesn't respond to anybody, because why?
Good for him.
He don't bother.
Yeah.
I mean, he went off, boy.
Now, speaking of new music and music in general, Mandy Moore, she hasn't released music
we gonna
since
get her on the show.
2009.
I'm going to find her.
Well, I mean, she is from locally here. She went to
Bishop
Bishop Moore.
That's right.
So she is putting out some new music, and she's going to be releasing her 7th studio album called In Real Life, alongside with some new different title tracks.
I was here back in the day when she was in here pumping, just like Candy. Something like her song, she had something like, it's called Candy.
Yes,
Candy.
I love that song.
The little girl sitting out in the lobby, she goes, hello, I'm Mandy. I want to go.
Oh, my God, I love Mandy Moore.
Mandy, what? Mandy, hold on. We'll talk to you a little bit.
I feel like this is a great time for her, though, because obviously This Is Us. She's wrapping up whatever season that is. I mean, I haven't.
That's it.
Have you guys watched that show at all? I tried.
It was too sad.
Yeah.
I heard it was sad.
I was going to say, I feel like none of us were in here and were watching
My wife
it. But
started it, but she's like, it's sad all the time. I got that in real life.
So on top of that, she's wrapping up her sixth year for NBC's This Is Us. So on top of that, she's going on tour. She's going on a North American tour.
She better come here.
I am so excited. It says only 10 dates, though. So I don't think she's coming here.
She should come
Atlanta, New York City, Boston, Nashville, Chicago, Portland, Seattle. She should come to her hometown.
She should come. I'm telling you. Man, look, I remember that.
She is so cute.
I got this song called Candy. Will y'all play it?
Yes, we
She'll
will.
probably go, I don't remember you.
I think the music video, they were driving around in Volkswagen Beetles.
Yes, they were. And I wanted a Volkswagen Beetle so bad because of her. Yes.
That's
so
funny.
Congratulations to her putting out some new music after filming This Is Us. Now, a list of some extravagant gifts that celebrities have given to each other. I just love seeing how rich these celebrities are. But Jay-Z bought a whole island in the Florida Keys for Beyonce.
Nice.
I didn't know this. This was back in 2010 for her birthday.
I didn't know the Florida Keys had any more islands.
I
There's
know.
a bunch.
It was a
Are they
private
really?
island.
Yeah, they ain't marketing us because they know we can't afford it.
Oh,
but
wow.
yeah, there's
So is it just like literally a whole island for sale that you can buy?
Yeah, some have houses on them already. Some don't. Like there's one that has like a little bridge that goes out from the main highway to it.
To it? Really?
Yeah, and you can buy it. It was for sale a couple years ago, but it was like $37 million.
If you ever go to Key West, at the end of Duval Street, is it Duval?
At the very end?
At the very end. There's a bar, and there's an island that blocks the sunset.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I hate that.
Yeah.
A beautiful island blocks the sunset.
Yeah, you got to take a boat out to get to it. You can't even drive to it. Yeah.
I just love this list because, of course, cars are listed left and right. Cardi B surprised Offset with a Rolls Royce. Rob Kardashian gave Black China a purple Lamborghini.
I bet he regrets that one.
Yeah, right. David Beckham gave his wife Victoria an $8 million Bulgari necklace.
Woo!
$8 million. Like, why? Why?
Damn.
She better not ever wear that. Also, Ben Affleck, this is really cute. He gave Jennifer Lopez a Phantom Rolls Royce back in 2002.
Real. Now he got a movie coming out. It looks pretty good too.
It does look good.
Yeah. I gotta check that one out. Yeah, it's so suspense. I think it's a husband and wife that like play games with each other, and it gets out of control. And
he's a great actor.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. All right, 6:05 is Wednesday morning. You are listening to Johnny's House. .08, it is Johnny's House. It's Wednesday. It's going to be partly cloudy, scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms. Heat index today of 92, and that's funny because it's going to be a cold front coming this weekend. Don't we change time this weekend?
Yes, we do. Sunday. Spring forward.
Spring forward. 92 is what it's going to feel like, and it is 71 right now. I was sleeping last night, and have you ever done that? I'm sure y'all have. You sleeping. I mean, you're in a dead sleep, and you roll over, and you're wide awake.
Yes.
It's just like, I did that last. It was the crazy thing. I'm like, bing. I'm like, damn, I'm awake. Huh. And I remember, with the sleep number commercials, don't lay in bed, get up and do something.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I walked around, sat in the living room, played some online poker. So a lot of people up late night playing online poker.
Oh my God.
Lost, I lost $120,000, and if I got sleepy, I went back to bed. But it was just weird. It was just like, bing. And the first thing I'm happening is I hope my family's okay. Is my mom and dad all right? Is everybody fine? Is everything okay? But it was like nothing's on my mind because I've had some time. I've had some days where there's some things on my mind when you roll over.
Yeah.
And it jumps in there.
Mm-hmm.
But that was not the case in point this morning. And I got a long day too, man. Hey, did y'all know that Florida is the second most reported UFOs in the country?
I believe it.
Yeah,
In
because
the
you got
whole
a lot
country.
of cuckoos here.
The whole country.
I mean, if you were an alien, why wouldn't you want to come to Florida? We're
you
open.
know what? I was thinking about that.
We got theme parks.
I'm thinking, and now it may sound kind of weird. I think it's because every night there's fireworks. Every night in Florida, there's fireworks.
You think people are mistaking them for
no,
UFOs?
No, I think UFOs are like flying around and going.
They swing by, they want to see them?
No, they say, well, what's going on down there?
Man.
I'm just what else?
I love that everybody has their theory.
I'm just serious. I mean, okay, California has 15,000. Florida has 7,500, so it's half. And I'm just saying, why would the UFOs come here? And I'm like, well, maybe they see, there's fireworks every night, and there's something happening down there. Let's go see what it is. I don't know. Why Florida?
because they want to go watch Harmonious at Epcot every night at 9 o'clock. They
what it
swing
is?
by and they watch Harmonious, and then they head out.
Okay, what is it at 8 o'clock? Because there's fireworks at 8 o'clock, too.
There is 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Those are the ones that
Is
I
that
go
Magic
see.
I believe that's
Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom because Epcot's a little further away, and I
Okay.
can see the Magic Kingdom ones. That's at 8.
Yeah.
I can't see
can
the Epcot ones.
I can see the ones at 8. Well, I told you, as I mentioned yesterday, if you listen to the podcast, I just see if they have one that go up really high, I can see that one. So out of the 15-minute show that they have, I might see from where I live looking over some trees.
Yes.
Wow.
So Disney Enchantment is a new nighttime spectacular, it says.
So I'm just thinking, man, if you're, just flying around, in your alien ship, and you see some things in the sky, well, what is that?
The first time they probably thought, oh, there's a war going on. Let's go check it
let's
out.
go
But
see
then
what's
they
going
realize,
on.
oh, it's just fun and festive.
Yeah.
They probably tune their radio to a certain channel. They can hear the music.
You know what's funny right now in the world today, and it's sad. I'm not getting serious or anything like that. It's a lot of stuff. If there was an actual UFO that landed and someone found the alien, it wouldn't be the first story.
Nah.
It'd probably be the third or fourth.
No, unless they could find a way to make it someone's fault. In which case, we're leading with that.
That's true.
I said, by the way, in Orlando, Florida, a man found an alien. And you see the dude with the alien. Look, he had the ship right here. It landed, and this little man came out. Would not be the lead story.
Yeah, well, we could find a way to blame gas prices on him, it would.
Is that like what is it? The movie Signs, where there's like an
Oh, yeah.
alien that walks
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
background?
yeah. I'm telling you, that's how crazy the world is right now. That we are number 2 in the nation in UFO sightings. And if an alien actually came out and introduced himself to someone and he contacted local news, it would not be the top story.
Yeah.
An actual alien would not be the top story.
Nah. Before the first commercial break, maybe?
Yeah.
Or a tease to come back on the other
Come
side.
back. Alien found in Orlando. Man has photo coming up.
Yeah. Right. And then just a real quick hit.
Yes.
Because then we got to go to Thunder Truck.
I just feel like it would just be like, oh, finally, somebody found one. Cool. Moving on.
Moving on.
Like we knew they were out there.
In other news,
That is insane. I would think that would lead,
nah, they hear already all the time. We know.
Yeah, I think they do. And I think that's why they've been releasing so many different UFO photos and saying, yes, that was a UFO. We couldn't identify it, so it is unidentified. That's what it is. All right, let's get it started, y'all. Wednesday morning, first call of the day. How was your day? What's going on in your world? Be the one we talk to first today. And you can write that down on this day. You're the first one we talk to. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. First call of the day. Call us up. We're going to talk to you on Johnny's house.
What up, stream? Y'all get a little extra weather update because I have to do it for everybody else. So, you hear it first. Partly cloudy with scattered showers possible today. Isolated thunderstorms possible. High of around 87. We got a heat index. It's 92. Got a 30% chance of rain. Heat index already.
Wednesday morning, 622, Johnny's house, partly cloudy, heat index of 92. There's a chance of showers, isolated thunderstorms. 92 is our high. It's what it's going to feel like. And it's 71 right now. All right, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Call us. Be the first one we talk to today. Had a meeting after we left here. Went home, had to take the kid to a dental appointment yesterday over on Race, a part of town.
Yeah.
And I had to drop him off at his mom's, who works in that part of town. And I took this shortcut, but it wasn't really. It was right past near East River. It had a sign that says Avalon Park, so I took it. And I think it like goes past Timber Creek and all. It's kind of like a back way.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Yeah, I know what you're
There
talking about.
wasn't no shortcut.
No. Yeah, no. I know what you're talking
Because if
about.
I'd have
Yeah.
gone straight down, what is that?
Colonial?
Alafaya?
Alafaya goes on
Alafaya.
one side, Colonial goes on the other side. So
I thought, because there's always traffic going to that main entrance. So let me try this back entrance. Man.
No.
Man, but that's a lot of action going on there. It's a beautiful community.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
mean-
I wanted to give you a hard time. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
But I
I
can see-
mean, that's why there's always car accidents over there, because there's
Yeah.
so many people.
But I can see why they built it. Once you're there, you don't want to leave because it's just too far. And now with gas, you're just going to stay home.
that's true, actually.
Talking to the parents, trying to figure out. I have a cousin that's willing to like cook for my parents every day.
Oh, nice.
Of course, she wants some change.
Of course. Well, I mean, cooking ain't free.
Doing it for free. And my mom was like, nah, long as the good Lord gives me strength, I'm going to cook for your daddy. I'm like, all right. Are you sure? Okay. All right, Mom, you know, that's 3 hots. 3 hots a day. So got that worked out and then went home, went to sleep. And then about 11:55, eyes just went bing, wide awake. Ray, how was yours?
It was good. I did some running around yesterday, and then I went for a run, and then I went with the kids to the park before it rained again. It rained for hours at our
What
house.
time did it rain? Because I was over there about 6.
So it rained in the afternoon,
Okay.
and then it rained again around like probably 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
7:30.
There is no shortcut from your house to my house.
No.
Ain't no shortcut.
No.
None.
No, unless you're
Zero.
flying.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
I'm looking at like an hour because of traffic.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, there is no easy way. Like the cool places to go, like Avalon, Sanford, even out where we live, Winter Garden, they're cool places.
Yeah.
But if you live on the other side, it's just on the other side.
Yeah.
There's just no way to get there fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Yeah, that's it.
B, how about you, Mike?
It was cool. Did some work around here. Got stuck here way longer than I anticipated. So I just went straight from here to the car line to pick up the kid from school. I didn't cause any problems yesterday. I pulled all the way to the front. Wasn't going to be yelled at yesterday. I even texted my son, hey, boy, I'm pulling all the way to the front. I ain't trying to get no altercation today. So I wasn't no problem in the car line yesterday.
That's some serious stuff in the car line, man.
It's stressful.
It's just.
You got a stop sign, but you got ladies waving at you like full speed. You got people doing the come on. Like they're waving in airplanes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's stressful.
The car line is something else. And I'm sure there's some type of, it has to be like an army of engineers that can design the perfect flow of a car line.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
my son's elementary school
Yeah, you still talk about that
was the best run elementary school. It was over in Waterford, right across from where Tijuana Flats and everything is.
Yeah,
There's 2
the
of them.
Walgreens right
But the
there.
one on the corner, they had a little snake-style line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went in, you snaked around.
Yeah.
Kid, they radioed in
Uh-huh.
because they saw your name.
Yep.
Here comes Jaden Grimes. Jaden Grimes comes running out, gets in the
car,
car,
keeps moving.
Keep
Yeah.
it moving.
Keep
They
it
needed
moving.
to talk to that school, or they need to talk
Yeah.
to the people over at Chick-fil-A because
Oh,
their
yeah.
process of
Oh,
drive-through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Most efficient thing I've ever seen. It was actually a pleasure to get in the car rider line. I didn't mind it at all. But now,
My kid's school is on the corner, so you got cars coming from 2 different directions, and you're supposed to go in, and the
Yep.
next car's supposed. That doesn't happen.
Yep.
It's bad.
it is bad. So I finally
It's
did
bad.
that. And then my son and I lifted some weights yesterday. We
Okay, you ain't trying to use your old man strength.
Well, we benched. I can out bench him still. I can't do the legs and the squats and all that business because he's a football player.
Yeah.
But I can still out bench. Well, I can still keep up with him
Okay.
on the bench. So we did that yesterday, but we didn't overdo it. So I can move today.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then because I didn't take a nap, I'm never tired anymore because
That's pretty good. That diet.
Yeah, that's good.
FLFatLoss.com.
Uh-huh.
So I just hung out with the wife and we watched some TV and ate some dinner and talked to her a little bit, played with the dog a little bit, and then.
Man,
then 8 o'clock came. I said, "Hey, I'm going to bed."
You watch, they have the combine. That's where these college kids are. It's kind of like an audition for
Yeah.
pros. And I was telling Brian, there was a kid, 300-pound bench, 27 times. Like
Oh my God.
And just
27 times.
throw it up like it's nothing.
Like
and
nothing.
now these dudes, 6'7", running like a 4.840.
Good.
Like what?
Good.
It's like they're robots.
Yes. 27 times, man.
Yeah, well.
Toss it up like it was nothing.
We ain't benched 300 yesterday.
Nah.
Nah.
All right, listen. We're going to talk about kids and homework. It gets to a point in time that you try to help your kids with your homework, and they've out-educated you. You just can't help them anymore. We're going to talk about that coming up here on Johnny's House. Orlando's #1 hit music station is 637. This is Johnny's House. It is Wednesday. It's going to be a heat index of 92, but don't go put away your winter clothes yet because we're going to have a cold front coming through this weekend. Partly cloudy, scattered showers, and right now it is 71. So, Brian, you help your kid do your homework and kind of getting out of hand?
It's hard, man. Like, I think I'm a relatively smart guy.
Yeah.
I really do. And I did okay in school. Now, some of the subjects I, didn't do so great on. But, I mean, I made it to college.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm dumb.
Yes.
But, man, he comes home with some of this chemistry and this math. And I'm like,
yeah.
man, now see the history, the English.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Because that's my stuff.
Yeah.
And he's actually pretty good at that too. But like he struggles with math and chemistry just like me, and it's hard. And so I was reading a survey. 50% of parents say that they struggle with their kids' homework, no matter what the subject.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There becomes a point where it's just too hard for you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's new material that you didn't learn, or if you just can't wrap your brain around it anymore because you haven't used it.
A couple years they came out with that new math,
Yeah,
which was
I
all
was gonna
crazy.
say.
Yeah, but that's pointless.
Oh, are they going back to like?
Well, he's in geometry, and I
Yeah.
don't know that
Okay.
geometry changed all that much.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me, the biggest struggle is, there are people in life that will use geometry.
Yeah.
I don't happen to be one of them.
Yes.
And so I understand when he says, I'm never going to use this. He's
Yeah.
probably right.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you still
Oh,
have
yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
My kid is he's very, very good in math. And I had to tell him 2 weeks ago, son, what you're learning is outside my realm of knowledge. He's like, huh? I can't help you anymore.
Yep.
Now, what we can do is let's go ahead and email your math teacher
Yeah.
and ask him that question. It's outside my realm.
Yeah.
I can't.
So for his last chemistry assignment, I had to go on YouTube and watch a chemistry lesson. So I could learn and wrap my head around
And
it
then
enough
explain,
to then say, okay, and walk him through it.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
we watched it together.
Yes.
Because I don't know chemistry. What do I
Yeah.
what do I do with atomic masses? Not a damn thing. So I can't begin to help. It's so hard. It really is just super hard.
I turned into my dad. I'm like, did you pay attention to school, boy? Well, yeah, but they were talking kind of fast. Well, why did you stay out the class and ask them? Well, I tell you what, email him. Email him right now what your question is, and I guarantee he'll hit you. But that's the thing. We didn't have that email thing.
No.
That's about. Did you pay attention? Yeah. Little did I know now that I'm a parent. My dad didn't know.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to tell me he didn't know.
No.
Yeah.
He blamed me.
My son's big one is, well, everybody did bad on this. Oh, everybody. Everybody in the class got a D. That's what you're telling me. Everybody. All of them.
I love that.
It is. Oh, you could be doing double homework.
I know. I'm like really, really nervous about it, and I really hope that one of the kids is good at like
Yeah,
school,
and
and
the
so
other
they can
one?
help the other one. So
yeah.
that's what I hope
Yeah.
for, is at least one of them, because I just had like a lot of the anticipation, like
Yeah.
anxiety, where it's like, I don't want to do this. Like I don't,
Yeah.
want, I would push it off and push it off. And the sad thing is that I wasn't really held accountable, because my parents were like, if you don't want to do it, fail. If you don't want to do it, fail. So it was like, you will show yourself that you will fail.
I'm gonna tell you the emotional moment, and I'm sure Brian did it when he was young. You go check on your kid, and they're crying, and you're
Oh,
like, "What's
no.
going on? I can't get it.
Yep.
I can't get. What do you mean you can't get it? I tried." And you look at it. Oh, I can't get it either.
Well, that's when I will empty my bank account and be like, we're getting all the tutors you want,
yes.
whatever you
Yes,
want in life.
Absolutely.
Well, some kids are just stronger at stuff than some stuff than others. Like I tell my son now, look, he's a junior in high school. I'm like, look, these things you need to get out.
Yeah.
These things you're good at that you enjoy. Focus on that. That's gonna be that's what's gonna pull up the bad stuff. Now you need the bad stuff to get out of school. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
But if you excel at history or in English, then excel at that, and we'll figure out the rest.
Oh yeah. I was with you. I was like, "Hey, do we need to get a tutor? I'll get you a math tutor." No, I got it. He told me to come to this class about 15 minutes early, and he'll explain it to me. Because if you need a tutor, we'll have one up in here. Just don't ask me, because I don't know what
I
that
just
is.
remember not getting some stuff too. I'm like, I literally am sitting here. You're showing me over and over again. I don't know why I'm not getting this.
Yeah.
It's just like, it just takes practice. And
I remember math class, the same thing, and I'm sitting there looking, going, I don't know what the hell they talking about. There.
Dude, that thing we did in chemistry, right? So I watched the assignment and I learn it, and then we go and we do the work, and we got a 75.
after you did the lesson.
And I'm excited because I'm like, Damn it, that's a C. Daddy got a C. Yeah.
I want to find out if you struggle helping your kids do homework. 40% of parents said they've done the homework themselves. They said, you know what, boy, just sit down. I'll do it. I can't because then they'll know what's wrong.
But I can't do it myself because I'm afraid I'm going to get him a D. And then it's like, look, Dad, you failed me.
Can you admit that you struggle sometime, or kids and students, if you're listening right now, your parents try to help you with your homework and they don't get it at all? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile is 41067. You can text us. We can put it on social media. The live stream is always up and going, and we can talk about it there. Parents, will you admit you struggle helping your kids with your homework? And kids, if you're listening, do your parents struggle and you know it, but you just don't let them know? Take us inside your house right here on Johnny's House. 651 Orlando's #1 hit music station is Johnny's House on a Wednesday. Partly cloudy, scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms going to happen today. Going to get a heat index of 92, and right now is 71. Talking about kids helping their parents, parents helping their kids do homework and getting it all wrong, and they're struggling. Do you struggle helping your kids do homework? And Brian was talking about what he was going through with his kid, and I guess, Brian, we got one of your kids' teachers.
Oh, great.
Listen to the show. Want to chime in. Hey, Kelly, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
No disrespect. What's your last name?
Davis.
Okay. Hi, Miss Davis. How are you?
Right?
I'm good.
How are you, Miss Davis?
The proper teacher.
Yes, you got to give her respect.
It's like I'm having a parent-teacher conference
That's right.
on the radio.
Nice.
That's
right
right.
now.
Yeah. So you're a teacher of Brian's kid.
I am, and I hopped in my car in the middle of your conversation, but I thought,
Oh, you're breaking up.
Oh, she might be at school. They got no signal there.
Oh, very
30
good.
years, I mean, since I moved to Orlando.
Yes.
And then I just happened to, at school, at the beginning of the year, you hear Brian talking about, oh, my kid's going to the new school. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have to figure out who that is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized he was in my 6th period. And I was like, oh, that's him.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, just know that the homework that he's sending in is Brian has helped him get it wrong.
Yeah, that's
No,
how I know when Jaden does it. So I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, she teaches reading, so
Okay.
at least I can do that.
Okay.
I'm capable of reading. It's the chemistry part I can't handle.
Miss Davis, how long have you been teaching?
12 years.
12 years. And can you tell that parents are struggling when they're trying to help the kids?
It's not so much the parents struggling as much as just being able to tell when the parents are getting involved.
Oh.
And that's what I noticed with Brian is he is very involved and not overly, but at least once a month in email, hey, I'm checking in. How can we help? What can we do?
Yeah.
And that's just checking in with me, but it's obvious he's checking in with Jaden because he'll say, my dad's making sure I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as a teacher, do you prefer that type of involvement?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it does take the trinity of the parent, child, and teacher.
Yeah.
It really does to succeed. And, and just even the way, Jaden is like a little mini Brian. He is so funny, and he is so sarcastic and witty, and he's so easy to like.
Yes.
And that's why he gets away with so much, is because he's so easy to like.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And then, next thing I know, he's turning in, all of his late stuff.
Oh.
So
Aw.
I accept it all. I do, because in reading, these are students that need extra help. And so
Yes.
it's like, look, if extra help means turn it in whenever, then turn it in. As long as you're
getting
as long as you're willing to do the work,
Oh, that's
I'm willing
nice.
to accept the work. So
Man.
That's his downfall.
And
He ain't willing to do it all the time because it's not as fun as Xbox.
True. But he's he's a good kid, but it really matters because I can tell that he's being held accountable,
Yes.
and that his parents are not just
Hey.
they're not just grounding him or yelling at him or getting
Yeah.
on to him. In fact, he says he doesn't get grounded.
No.
Yeah.
But he said, I don't, he doesn't need to. His parents are there supporting him, doing the work with him.
Now,
And it makes all the difference.
Miss Davis, unfortunately, are there kids that in your class that you never have any contact with their parents?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. But less so at this school
Yeah.
than other schools I've worked in. This school has a heavy parent involvement.
Yeah.
That's great.
And so we do, in fact, it took a minute for me to transition to so much parent involvement. I was having a hard time getting back to all the emails. And, I mean, Brian can tell you, there are times I'm emailing back at midnight. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah.
laying in bed watching TV, and I'm like, let me answer some emails while I'm here.
Yeah. See, I could.
So I'll just be like, let me answer back right now, because that's when I have time, because I get so many emails from parents.
Yeah, that's a
But
good thing.
I am good. I'm glad, because what I'm seeing, it really does impact students' learning.
See, I couldn't be a teacher, Miss Davis, because I had to flash back to the old days. Look, you ain't got your homework. Get out! Get out!
And I tried out the email and go, hey, I know tomorrow's report cards, and Jaden got an F, but what can he do to get that up?
You email about a week ahead.
Yeah, I give you a little bit of notice.
I'm like, hey, Miss Davis, you like Justin Bieber?
Right now, Jaden is. Can I say it, Brian? What his grade is?
Yeah, I think he's getting close to a B right now.
He
Sweet.
is a 79, and the last email I got from Brian said hey, he's just 1 point away. What can he do? I mean,
Yeah.
He never asked again me, but he's like, what can he do to bring it up? Is there
Yes.
any chance he can do one more week of assignment, one more thing? And
Hey, yeah.
so,
'Cause chances are he's missing something. Chances are something is missing with that boy.
And today I have him for 105 minutes in my class.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
Put him to work.
Well,
I will.
Miss Davis, if I was in school, I would love to have you as my teacher back in the day. Sounds like you're a really good teacher, and you care.
I do. I enjoy my job, I do, but it makes it a lot easier when the parents are, I mean, we don't expect you to know what's happening in the classroom and all the lessons, but it just getting involved and sitting down
Means a lot.
and saying, okay, what can I do to step you through this? Let's read this. Even just teaching them how to read directions and interpret that makes a difference.
All right. Well, listen, you have a wonderful day in school, and thank you for calling us, okay?
Thank you.
See you, Miss Davis.
Bye, Miss Davis. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I'd be on mean teachers.
I give her permission to smack Jaden in the back of the head. Go ahead.
Who was talking? Get out!
I know. Sometimes he's late, and I'm like, why are you late? Well, I was, just late. I'm like, go to class, boy.
You late? Get out! Get out!
I ain't never been late in my life. Go to class.
Principal, like, listen, man, you sent 32 students here yesterday. You got to stop that.
Hey, 7:05, I locked the door. You ain't coming in.
Yeah.
You be teaching as you go over and lock the door.
Yeah, teachers do that.
Layla, good morning. Layla.
Good morning.
Hi, Layla. How are you? How old are you, Layla?
I'm good. I'm 12.
12 years old. And your parents try to help you with the homework?
Yeah.
And what happens?
So normally it's more of, have you tried at least 3 times?
I like that.
Yeah, I know how to do it. Did you look on YouTube?
Oh, I love that.
Listen, Layla, get your parents.
then-
Go ahead.
And then it's more of, well, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it either.
Layla, give your parents a break. I know what they're going through. They don't want to let you know that they have no idea that
Listen,
you're more advanced. Yes.
This is Layla's mom, and the stuff that they do now is completely
I'm with you.
impossible.
I'm with you.
I didn't learn any of that stuff, so YouTube teaches me everything,
Yeah.
and then I sit down and teach her.
It's hard.
I don't know how you don't
That's
literally
funny.
just break down and cry with them and be like, listen, I can't do this.
That's
like
funny.
we're gonna hold each other and
Oh,
cry.
There are tears.
Hey.
I'm 35 years old, and my 6th grader is way smarter than I
Hey.
am, and I graduated with high honors. Like,
Let me tell you
what the
something.
heck?
Layla's mom, you just added something to my repertoire. Dad, how you do this? Boy, you go to YouTube?
Yeah. Everything's on
works.
YouTube.
It works.
Go to YouTube. Then come back in and talk to me after you try it 3 times.
I like to try 3 times. Try 3 times.
And that's just buying me some time.
I'm
so I
with
can
you.
try to figure it out.
I'm with you. I got you. Well, listen, you and your daughter have a beautiful day. She's very articulate for 12 years old.
Thank
She really is.
Thank you.
You have a beautiful day. Ray, what they saying over there?
A lot of people are saying that it is so difficult for them, but then of course there are parents that are also teachers, so it's okay for them. There is a teacher that says we can tell when the parent completes the assignment, even in high school. Somebody says I teach business and my students are always asking me to do math, and I remind them I only know business math and don't ask me for algebra help.
B, what's over there, man? What they say?
XM Mower powered by attorney Dan Newland in a wreck. Need a check, call Dan Newland. Someone said I have a 6-year-old in 1st grade, and she passed me 2 years ago.
Oh my God, I'm so scared.
Someone said I never went to college, but my job has nothing to do with chemistry, but I've taken online chemistry classes for my wife, my brother, and my niece.
There you go. There you go. That's how it's done. Parents, hang in there. We understand what you're going through.
Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
106.7.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so I guess we're hearing more about behind the scenes of the Super Bowl, which was months ago.
Yep.
It seems like, but yeah, they were talking about Jay-Z and his partnership with the NFL, and it kind of just allowed this year's halftime show to happen because Jay-Z is so involved in his partnership and all that stuff. But apparently it wasn't easy behind the scenes. And what they're saying is like Snoop Dogg, somebody that was performing, Jay-Z actually went to bat for them, and he told the NFL to F that. And they basically said that, Jay-Z was saying, wear whatever you want. Say, whatever you want. He said, peace to the gods, because they did ask about like Snoop Dogg wearing blue because of most of his past former
and Blood,
memberships of being part of the Crips and all that stuff. So also Eminem taking a knee and the song Still Dre and like all these things. And so a lot of people are saying that Jay-Z actually was like talking to the NFL about everything that was going to happen at this Super Bowl halftime show. And he was like, listen, screw it. Just do it.
That's crazy. The NFL pays Jay-Z to find out if it's cool with black people. That's why they pay him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because
they pay him millions of dollars.
Right. To co-sign.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hey, what think about telling Snoop not to wear blue? Let him wear blue. Let him wear blue.
It's like, I don't think Snoop doesn't own anything that's not blue. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
going to wear blue.
Damn.
But I guess it got to a point where Jay-Z, he did say F that, but he did say that, listen, they're performing or I quit.
Yeah.
And that's where it's at right now.
Yeah.
Now, Travis Scott is giving back. He is chipping millions away for community-based initiatives that are going to help students out and people that are aspiring to have like creative and future concert goers and all that stuff. So what they're saying is that he's launching a project called Heal. And it's a multi-tier effort that is going to pour tons of cash into things like the HBCU scholarships. And it sounds like he's going to be using its previously established Wayman Webster Scholarship Fund to allocate. So he's talking $5 million he's going to be dispersing. And that money on multiple fronts. So there's more. The rest of like the $5 million is being divided up for a few different enterprises. And I mean, he has the Cactus Jack Foundation. He's got a lot of things. So obviously, this comes off of Astro World and all that stuff that people are bringing up.
Any updates on that one? Or are they just waiting for it to go to trial or settle or?
I don't know. I don't
all those
know. So
lawsuits
this
that are
is the
up.
first public thing that he's actually talked about launching ever since that happened in November, the Astro World, where 10 people died. So
Has he talked about recording, performing, or anything like that?
no,
Yeah.
nope.
Well,
He's just
good.
talking about
Good,
his
he's using his
community
time. Good for him.
initiatives that he's going to be getting involved with.
Good for him.
So Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock, they finally settled their divorce. I cannot believe how long this has lasted, but yeah, finally. The divorce case, and Kelly's walking away with a lot of assets. And
She had to give up a lot, too.
Yeah, he's getting a pretty penny in support as well. So it looks like Brandon is allowed to live at the Montana ranch until June 1st. He must, however, pay her rent, which is $12,500 a month.
For the
ranch.
She has to pay her rent.
Yes, he
for
has
the
to
rent.
pay
Okay.
her rent because it is her property.
Okay.
The problem is it costs over $80,000 a month to operate because it's a working
The
ranch.
It is.
Oh, wow.
It is. So Brandon actually challenged their prenup and all that stuff, and the judge affirmed it's valid. It's valid. Their prenup. So it looks like she makes around $20 million a year, and that's all hers. Brandon will get spousal support.
How much?
$115,000 a month. So that's definitely going to cover the rent.
Yeah. So he was her manager,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But when he quit or got fired by her, he stopped working.
Yeah.
And so his argument was, well, she was my last client and she fired me, so I don't have a way to make money.
Yeah.
So she's making 20. He gets 1.2 a year.
Yeah.
like
so
that.
and on top of that, he gets child support.
Yeah.
And when she sells the ranch, she gets 5% of it.
Okay.
Because that's what she wants to do. She wants to sell it.
Yeah. So I mean, he's getting a lot of money. If you look at it monthly, $115,000 in spousal support, $45,000 in child support, and she's also paying him $1.3 million as part of a settlement.
He's making what wealthy people make in a year every month.
Yeah.
For doing nothing.
Yep. Doing absolutely nothing.
So
yeah. I think Kim and Kanye's divorce will probably stretch out for years too.
Yeah.
Well, he won't even agree to it at this point.
Even though just say y'all ain't married anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that's not going to end well.
For a long, long time. All right, let's see if we can help you out with therapy, 30-second therapy. We'll do that next right here on Johnny's House. All right, it's Johnny's House 709 on a Wednesday where it's going to be raining again. It's going to be raining, as they say, up until Saturday, and then this cold front's going to come in. So partly cloudy. It's going to feel like it's 92 today, but right now it is 71. All right, we mentioned before, we got Operation Princess Project is back. It's been off for a couple years for young ladies in our community to have formal wear for free. Now, it's going to happen in two stages. The first stage happens this Saturday, and it's from 10 until 2. It's a consolidated betting group. We got all that information at xl1067.com. From 10 until 2 on Saturday, we are collecting dresses. If you have dresses, gowns, formal wear that you only wore once or twice, we would like those to give it to young ladies in our community for free, just because they want it. Not because they need it, but they want formal wear. They should be able to have some. All ages, all sizes. If you have those, please bring them out on Saturday. Just go to xl1067.com to find out where it is. We need volunteers. We have 2 warehouses that we've been paying on for 2 years to hold the dresses that a major department store gave us, and we're going to give them away. But they've been in boxes, so we got to break them out and steam each and every one of them, get all the wrinkles out and stuff like that. Most of them still have the price tags. All of them still have the price tags on them. So if you can volunteer some time, and you can bring your kids if you want. If you're a student, you need some community service hours, you can come out and do that. Just help us set up the warehouse for next week. And then next Saturday, a week from Saturday, we'll be giving out dresses at our pop-up dress boutique. But I'll give you more information on that next week. But the first thing first, we need volunteers, and we need dresses, and if you have racks. Now, we're talking with an organization now that said they may have some, but they're kind of slow on getting back with us. So we got to plan a plan B. So if you can, help us out this Saturday. If you can volunteer some time, if you have dresses that you want to drop off, if you have racks, get all that information. Go to xl1067.com, or you can go to babydj.com and just figure out a way how you can help it. We need your help this Saturday to help the young ladies in our community. Yesterday was International Women's Day, and we're helping young ladies become women, and we can do this with your help. Now, this Saturday, guys, if you want to volunteer, you can, but the day that we open up the boutique for young ladies to shop, no men are allowed to volunteer. That's not going to happen. So if you can help us out this weekend, go to xl1067.com or babydj.org and just sign up to be a volunteer or bring a dress or know where we can get some racks so we can help out our community. We haven't done this in 2 years, and we need to get back at it and helping out the young ladies in our community. All right. It is time for 30 seconds of therapy. You call us up, you tell us what's going on, and with our life's experience, we will break it down to you and give you some advice. We will not tell you to leave your husband or your wife.
I might.
Right,
yeah,
right.
I don't know.
I'm trying to stay away from those calls, because I think last time we did that, we got a call after the show. Somebody asking, how can they hear that? And like, we got a podcast. You know, back in the day, they used to say, can we get a copy of that?
Yeah, I know. Oh, man, I wasn't recording. That's what I used to always say.
Now it's always recording.
It's always recording.
I forgot to hit record that break. I'm sorry.
We're going to hook somebody up with a $50 Play-Doh Closet gift card. Play-Doh's Closet buys and sells gently used name-brand clothing for teens and 20-somethings. 8 locations in Orlando Metro. Find the nearest location. Go to playdohscloset.com. $50 for you to go shopping. All you got to do is tell us what's going on in your life, and we will break it down for you. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can text if you like. The XL Mobile is 41067. Put on social media and the live stream. We can talk about it there, but we love talking to you. Whatever's happening in your life, you say, listen, this is going on. What would y'all do? We'll give you advice, and somebody's going to get $50 Play-Doh's Closet gift card. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Listen up. 30-second therapy on the way on Johnny's House.
This traffic center is brought to you by the one and only attorney Dan Newland.
We have very slow traffic on eastbound I-4 from before US 27 past Osceola Polk Line Road. Westbound has some debris in the center lane, anywhere between the St. Johns River Bridge and State Road 46. In Brevard County, a crash on the left shoulder of the westbound beach line east of US 1 is causing eastbound rubbernecking delays. There's left lane construction on the westbound Apopka Expressway approaching the Coral Hills Toll Plaza, and a serious crash investigation on Pioneer Trail east of Airport Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeDutchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Daisy Gash.
We need our elected officials to stand up for us and not greedy billionaire corporations. Instead of prioritizing Florida's housing and climate crisis, Republicans in Tallahassee are making it harder for you to vote, attacking teachers and kids, banning books, and giving money to utility companies like FPL instead of keeping solar power affordable. Text BAD BILL to 58123 now to tell Senator Jason Broder to vote no on these bad bills. Text BAD BILL to 58123. Paid for by Florida Rising.
Hi, this is Attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck and need a check? There's only two words you need to remember.
Dan Newland. If you're ever in a wreck, pick up that phone and just Google the one and only attorney, Dan Newland.
This ad is not a prediction of specific results or a guarantee of success. Offices, Orlando.
Hi, I'm Flo from Progressive. If you love the sports like me, you get annoyed with your team or player. So Progressive's going to help take your mind off your team or that player for a moment. Instead of thinking about how they lost that thing recently, think about Progressive letting you compare our direct rates side by side with competitors to easily find the lowest option. Don't worry, your sports ball team or player will get him next time. Hope this distraction from Progressive about easily comparing rates was helpful to not think about that last game or match or season. I mean, even though I love sports ball.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
From the Bogan Munz & Munz Weather Center, experienced representation to weather the storm.
Partly cloudy with scattered showers possible today. Isolated thunderstorms possible. High of around 87. We got a heat index. It's 92. Got a 30% chance of rain.
Join iHeartRadio all month as we celebrate the passion, power, and immeasurable impact women have made in the world. It's Women's History Month. Enjoy great stations powered exclusively by females, like Women's History Month Radio, playlists like Women of R&B and Women Who Rock, and personally curated playlists by some of the most influential women in music, like Taylor Swift and Dua Lipa, plus tons of featured podcasts like The History Chicks, Red Table Talk, and Stuff Mom Never Told You. Let iHeartRadio be your Women's History Month one-stop audio destination.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes, stare into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. Every pure intention ends when the good times start. Falling over everything to reach the first time spark. It started under neon lights and then it all got dark. I only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes, staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. We took the long way round and burned till the fun ran out. Now my bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes, staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you.
Johnny's house, 723, partly cloudy. It's going to feel like it's 92 today, and right now it is 71. It is time for 30 seconds of therapy. That's why you tell us your business, and we will try to help you out and give you some advice. And someone for being brave and talking on the radio got a $50 Plato's Closet gift card. Let's start out with Sarah. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. We got 30 second therapy. Tell us what's going on, and we will break it down for you.
Okay, so basically a few years ago, I got engaged to, like, the love of my life. Can't see myself with anyone else, you know, the happily ever after story.
Okay.
And, like, a few years have passed by, and every time I bring up the wedding, there's always an excuse. And I'm kind of, like, just tired of making excuses, like, to my family, because my family keep asking me.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the first time I blamed it on COVID.
Yeah.
And now it's like I'm running out of excuses. And now I'm starting to ask myself, like, wait, honestly, I don't know why the wedding hasn't been, like.
Yeah. How many years you been engaged?
It's going on to, like, 3 years
3
now.
years.
And
Now-
what does he say when you ask him?
It's more of like, oh, let's just enjoy our engagement, or let's just wait, or it's like, oh, we got to be financially stable. But it's kind of starting to piss me off because, you know,
Yeah.
I was fine with us just being like boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, I just feel like at this point, it's like, why give me
Okay.
false hope?
Now, do you guys live together?
Yeah, we do.
So you live together. So you're living as though you're married. You got, you know, you're sharing things like you're married, but he doesn't want to do it.
I mean, that's what it's starting to seem like.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. You start out by saying that he was the love of your life. You can't see yourself without him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's important to you and your family that y'all go ahead and get married so you ain't over there living in sin.
Yeah.
Well, plus he asked, like, you're the one who brought this up.
Yeah.
Like, you put it on
All
the
right.
table.
All right, then listen, you need to sit down and say, hey, listen, all jokes aside, okay? And express to him how you feel and say, hey, listen, if it's not something you want to do, you need to tell me. You need to tell me because I'm embarrassed. I'm making these excuses for my family, and I want this. We live as though we're married. Tell me what's the truth. Tell me what's really going on, and hopefully he'll open up to you. You know, Ray, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would see like maybe it's the whole planning process because you said that like he wanted to make sure you're financially stable and all that stuff. Maybe it's the planning process that's scaring him. So just be like, hey, do you want to go down to the courthouse? Do you want to have a big wedding? Is it going to make you fall out of love with him if you don't have a wedding?
I don't. Yeah and no. I just think it's not even that. It's just I feel like there has to be some type of plan. Like, I think just from my cultural background, the wedding will be big no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, even if I invite, like, few people, it's still going to be big.
Yeah, because that's ultimately what you want. You don't want to miss out on that. So I would just have that conversation, be like, listen, is it the planning thing? Because we got to figure this out.
Yeah. B.
Well, he has a couple more months on the COVID excuse. So you got to give him a break on that. But then, unfortunately for you, Russia is the next excuse.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say because of that, he's got at least another 18 months. I mean, gas prices, all that business. So you might be looking at a good 2024 wedding at this point.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay. And I'm also a first-time caller. So.
You sound so disappointed. Wow. Well, listen, we're going to hook you up with a $50 Play-Doh's Closet gift card, okay?
Okay.
And hopefully it'll cheer you up because I can't have you up in here crying and stuff.
Just express to him that this is something that you really want out of life with him.
Okay.
And it might have to be a compromise. It might have to be, like Ray said, a courthouse type situation and then a big thing later once you're already married.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes sense. Say, hey, let's do it. Let's get married for us first. Show me you want to be committed to me for life, you know?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, if anybody actually tell them Brian Grimes told you, tell them that, all right?
And it don't got to be a courthouse. You could do like a weekend cruise that isn't very expensive, and they'll marry you on the boat.
They would.
Okay.
All right. She said, this fool ain't even trying to go nowhere, man.
I mean, I got it. Russia.
Joanna, good morning.
That's that new COVID.
Good morning.
All right, 30-second therapy. How can we help you?
Okay, so I was together with my ex for going on 5 years, would have been 5 years. But for the last 2 years, we've been having really bad problems. We live together, but really bad problems to the point where, you know what, I am going to leave because I don't feel that I am being valued the way that I'm supposed to be and the way that I love you, you don't love me.
Okay.
Right? So this has been a talk for like 2 years now. So in December, I left. I got my own place, got my own stuff, and I moved down. He thought I was playing, so for the past 2 months, our old lease was up just this month, and he's been at the old house for like this whole time. And now he's called me drunk all the time, wanting to get back and wanting to do the stuff that I complained that he wasn't doing. And now I'm like tired of it. I don't believe anything he says, and I don't want to do the same thing again.
Okay, well you've answered your question for yourself, and I think because you care about you care about them, you feel bad in the decisions that you made. But I can hear in your voice you meant what you said. But here's the thing: if that's what you mean to do, then you got to stop answering the call and stuff like that. Because
block.
You know
block.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing for me to
Yes.
do because I'm not a mean person. I'm a happy go-getter.
Listen.
You know, I can't do that. So when I don't answer his calls or I block him, he calls me restricted.
Yeah. No, I
close me up.
No,
Close
I
me up,
get it. He
you know?
knows you have the good heart, and he's trying to weigh you down. But if it's not something you want, and you said it's not something that you want, then you got to move towards not getting it, making it happen.
And make that clear because he's probably thinking, okay, she left because I wouldn't do these things. I'm willing to make my change and do these things. And now you're saying no. Just if you don't want him back, change or not, then that's what you just got to tell him.
Yeah, you got to stay loyal to yourself, to be honest. Like, be loyal to yourself, and he's just missing what he doesn't have anymore. That's what the problem is.
That's right. He doesn't know what he lost.
Well, he knows,
now.
and that's
He
why
knows
he's trying to
now.
get it back. But you got to just decide if you
want to.
believe it or if you're willing to go back or if you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
The fact that he calls you restricted is kind of messed up, though. That's
He's trying
like,
to get in.
Yeah,
Listen,
but that's like an
let me tell you,
invasion of.
No, you put up a fence, I climb it.
Let me tell you, when a man is trying to get back with a woman who has a good heart and he knows she's soft,
Yeah.
as long as I got
But that's manipulative.
It
Look what
is.
Kanye's
But listen,
doing.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Look what Kanye's doing. I mean, like, this dude's...
But see, Kim won't talk to him. As long as she talks, I got a chance.
Yeah.
As long as she talks to me, I got a chance. But listen, and to ask you who gave you that advice, tell him Brian Grimes, because I don't need nobody looking for me.
Send him my way.
Hey, I say get back with him. Give that man a chance.
No.
You don't know.
Girl.
He made the changes that you wanted.
No.
Verbally, not physically.
Yeah.
You got to give me a chance to make him physically.
No way.
You said you was leaving because I wouldn't do these things. Now I'm willing to do these things.
Okay, so show me why I live afar.
Yeah, by stop.
I can't show you until you let me in.
Listen, don't let Brian confuse you.
Oh my
She was on this steady path. Brian said that. She's like,
Yeah.
well, really?
I did the change that you wanted.
No, it's too late.
Oh, that's it. When a woman says it's too late like that,
Apologize.
it's too late.
Well, if it's too late, it's too late. But you got to tell him it's too late.
Yeah, you got to tell me it's too late.
And, I
I
mean,
know I have. Just doesn't get the picture. He doesn't get the picture, but I think you guys are right. I have to stop answering his calls.
yeah, no.
Period.
He's not getting the picture because you ain't painting it all that clear. You got to
Yeah.
just say it. Some dudes are too dumb to figure it out.
Yeah, we are sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Hold on a second. Damn. Good luck, bro.
I tried, dude. If you listen to the podcast, I tried. It's these hens up here squawking. It ain't International Women's Day no more.
It's Women's Month. All month.
No, it's Women's History Month. And if I got to tell you
Whatever.
that, you can't
Same
use
Yeah,
that.
well, he's history, so he needs to
Yeah.
face that.
Bye.
It ain't the same thing.
Well, I feel like I need some stat. There it is. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, listen, I want somebody to explain clearly and unpolitically what is this Don't Say Gay bill all about? It's gone through two different stages. The only thing left is for the governor to sign it, and then it goes into effect. What exactly is it, and what does it mean? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You know, we throw it out there so you can explain to us. If you can tell us exactly what that means, we'd like to talk to you next on Johnny's House.
XL Traffic.
At Rollins, they really help you think outside the box. My name is Mary Baldo. I'm a mom, I work full-time, and I go to school. My experience at Rollins has been incredible. You can do it too.
Unlock your earning potential. The Hamilton Holt School at Rollins College. It all starts at rollins.college/youcan.
this is Attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck and need a check, there's only 2 words you need to remember.
Dan Newland. If you're ever in a wreck, pick up that phone and just Google the one and only attorney, Dan Newland.
This ad is not a prediction of specific results or a guarantee of success. Offices, Orlando.
Car accidents, they happen. Well, what do you know? Reach out to Trial Pro. They'll fight to get your dough. If there's one phone number everybody ought to know, it's 1-800-TRIAL-PRO. If you've been hit, just dial on the go. 1-800-TRIAL-PRO. Offices, Orlando.
Brought to you by UniversalOrlandoJobs.com. Epic jobs for awesome people.
Orlando's number 1 hit music station on a Wednesday. You are listening to Johnny's House. It's 7:38, and it's going to be clouds. It's going to be rain later on this afternoon. Heat index of 92. Right now, it is 71. We asked someone to call up and explain the Don't Say Gay bill that is been passed through houses, and now it's going to be put on the governor's desk to sign. And there were some protests in some schools last week where some of the students walked out. From what I understand, it's not a necessary bill, but it's one that's passing quickly. So Cindy, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How's it going?
Good. Cindy, can you break this bill down to us, please?
Yeah, the way I understand it is to stop children from asking questions or the teachers being able to discuss LGBTQ, period, like in any form or fashion. And that's just not right, because what if the child goes to the teacher, say one of his buddies calls him gay, him or her gay, and the child doesn't know what that means and goes to the teacher to ask. And the teacher then has to say, I'm sorry, but I can't discuss that with you. You have to ask your parent.
Yes.
And my point is, what if the parents are bigoted or haters about anything?
Mm-hmm.
How is that fair? Because then that's going to put that opinion into that child's head.
Where did this... I'm sorry.
We all know that kids are an open book, and you can train them and teach them whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, it's 2022 for crying out loud.
All right, hold on a second. Ray, what are you going to say? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cindy.
No, that's okay.
All right.
I'm gay. My stepson's gay, and my stepdaughter is so open and just accepting of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And they're 20 and 27.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the generation that we're growing up in. Why force something on the teachers?
Okay. Why was this bill put in place? What occurred that someone had to write a bill to say, all right, listen, you can't talk about any sexual orientation of anything from, I didn't know that they were having that type of discussion from grades, kindergarten to third grade anyway.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they actually are. I think, in my opinion, I think it's because maybe somebody went to the teacher, like I said, like the example I gave,
Yeah.
and asked. And then the kid went home and said, oh, well, Mrs. So-and-so explained to me what this was.
Mm-hmm.
Or they said it, and the parents like, hey, where did you hear that? And oh, well, Miss So-and-so said this is what it means.
Well, I'm not an advocate for it, but I'm just trying to find facts about it. So that's what I did. I looked it up. And this says, and this is straight from a news station that kind of broke down questions and answers. It says discussion is not limited. Instruction in the classroom is. They can't have a lesson on it. But it says it doesn't in any way ban discussion. Now, I don't know this. Like, again, I'm not in the classroom, so I don't know like the semantics about it. I'm just reading a fact sheet that was put out by a news station. So discussion can happen. Instruction cannot, according to this.
But I've also heard that there's a bunch of teachers protesting it.
All right, see, here's where we come into the problem of repeating what we heard. And what happens is that it's, everybody's slanting news to their favor. And what we got to do is, whatever the facts are, what I've thought it was is that you can't talk to kids about anything having to do with anything other than heterosexual relationships. That's what I thought.
No, I knew that. I mean, who determines an age-appropriate age? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's in the bill as well. You can't discuss them until they're age-appropriate.
It's the crazy thing is that it's a very vague bill, which is what happens in the judicial system. Everything is so vague, and like the wording that they use is just very nobody understands it. So it's like very hard. The thing is that it's not even called the Don't Say Gay bill. That's what people are having issues with. It is called the Parental Rights and Education bill. It is not the Don't Say Gay bill. So that is something that it's been dubbed as through the media, through the protesters, through all that stuff.
You just educated me. I thought that was the name of the bill.
But the thing is that like if a psychologist that is on campus is getting a student that comes to them saying, hey, I might be a part of the LGBTQ community, that student is going to be reported to the parents through the psychologist when she thought it was, or her, or they, or whoever they are that is going to the psychologist is thinking that it's a safe place for them to talk to a psychologist on campus or to a therapist on campus or a counselor on campus. They have to out that student to their parents.
See, but this right here, this fact sheet says they don't have to, as long as they don't feel there's a change in their mental or emotional state.
A teacher just texted in and said that she would lose her license, her teaching license, if she does not out the student.
Okay, I'm just reading a fact sheet. So again,
and that's what I'm saying.
I
It's
don't
all
know.
over the place, and it's so vague.
I just don't want us to be the source of wrong information.
No, I get it.
So this says they're not required unless they see a change in mental or emotional or physical health. At that point, as a parent, you have to be notified
Yeah.
because what happens if mentally
something
you
is-
decline and then something goes
But
wrong?
that's what they're saying. If I go to the therapist for one time and I say that I might be a part of this, but if I talk to him a second time, that means that something in my mentality
That's
is
not what this says. I mean,
okay,
it could be
but
true.
according to the student and to the teacher,
I tell you
that,
what we can do.
could be
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
We were going to do My Kid Better Than You. We're going to drop it. And we're going to take some more calls on this because it's obviously something that you want to discuss. And there's a lot of false information.
Right, and I in no way want anyone to think I'm for it because I'm not. I Googled fact sheet, and this is a great site that has.
But nothing
here's the
I
question.
said was false.
I didn't say you were being false, Ray.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, though. It's up to the teacher according to the mental stability of the student. That's what the problem
Well,
is.
they're trained to assess mental stability
And I
way more
get
than
that.
I am. But like the last caller, and she's very passionate about it. But
Yeah.
she said I heard numerous times, and she
Yeah.
said you can't discuss numerous times, and that specifically discussion isn't prohibited. Instruction is. I just want facts coming from us, not more of the I heard.
Yeah. Yeah. Some guys, somebody put on the mobile, you guys are spreading falsehood. Well, correct us then. If you feel that we are, don't.
Where?
Yeah, I don't know. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We'll take some more of your calls when we come back right here on Johnny's House.
The only thing ultimate about I-4.
More time with Johnny's House.
More next.
This report is sponsored by Duncan.
There's a magical celebration going on at the Walt Disney World Resort, and you can celebrate Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park. It's a tropical paradise right here in our own backyard, the perfect escape for Florida residents. A beach, a lazy river, a wave pool, and attractions for the whole family. You can slide down Misadventure Falls. That's a family raft ride. You can feel the rush on Crush and Gusher water coaster, and there are so many more things to do. And then just sit back and relax for a little bit. Treat yourself to Island Fair, 50th anniversary inspired treats and specialty drinks. And with complimentary parking, no reservations required, it's easy to splash into the magic. Florida residents, we make it even easier. Visit waltdisneyworld.com/waterparks to get a one-day water park ticket for just $69 plus tax. You can experience a Disney water park during the world's most magical celebration and discover the magic in every drop. Valid water park admission is required. Water park subject to seasonal and weather closures. Check them out, disneyworld.com/waterparks.
Attention Central Florida. Only Autobuy pays you the max for your car, truck, SUV, boat, or ATV. If it has wheels, we'll buy it. If it floats, we will buy it for the max. Plus, get a $50 Amazon gift card for your in-person appraisal. Visit WePayTheMax.com.
This is Dan. Dan uses Navy Federal Credit Union to save and invest. Luckily for him, Navy Federal takes the legwork out of managing his money, which gives Dan time to work on other things, like his new auctioneering hobby. If you want to be like Dan, learn about our savings and investment options at NavyFederal.org/save and invest. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Bidder number 63.
Savings products insured by NCUA. Investment options are available through Navy Federal Investment Services and are not insured by NCUA.
Discover your rhythm at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Tampa. Play your instrument of choice with the hottest slots and table games. Live in pure harmony with rooms and suites designed for rock royalty. Experience a unique blend of dining options at our award-winning restaurants and amp up your evening with our exciting concert lineup. Discover your rhythm at Tampa's premier resort destination, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Tampa. Must be 21 to play slots or table games. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
WXXL HD1 to Varys, Orlando.
Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. An iHeartRadio station. Broadcasting live from the Todd Minor Law Studios. Involved in an accident? Remember, there's a reason people call Todd Minor Law.
Really?
Don't. 752, Orlando's #1 hit music station is Johnny's House. Partly cloudy. I like that song, too.
It's a good song. We're playing it next.
Okay. Showers and thunderstorms. 92 is what it's going to feel like. It is 71 right now. The bill is not called the Don't Say Gay bill. It's called the Parental Rights in School bill. Okay. I don't know where and Ray, you said people just gave it that name?
Yeah, it's just like, when the media gets involved or people that are protesting or people that are just very passionate about something, they dub it as something else.
But that's the official name. The official name is the Parental Rights in School bill. And I know everybody, some people are very passionate about this. So we're going to take calls on it, let you express what you want to say. We do have a sheet that is just what we understand is factual.
It's from a news station, and it's people's general questions and then the answer to it. But again, it leaves a lot of things up for discussion because what is instruction and what is not? Because that's what they keep hitting on is what's instruction.
Let's see here. Amanda, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what do you want to say about the Parental Rights in School bill?
I've been teaching for 22 years. I've never had a curriculum that instructs us to teach about LBGT, whatever. But I want to say this as a teacher. What if I have a third grader and I say, what did everybody do this weekend? And they say, we went to Disney with our dads or our moms. We have third graders that come from gay households that have
That's what
moms
I'm
or
scared
two
about.
dads.
Yeah.
So that makes me nervous. So then another kid goes, well, what do you mean you have two dads? So then you have to have this conversation,
But according to this bill, you can't have that discussion?
I don't believe you can because then you're teaching, right, what gay is.
Well, then you got to ride the line of what's discussion and what's instruction. And I think that's going to be where a lot of people get tripped up because a discussion is healthy. You should be able to have a discussion about anything.
Can I ask you what grade you teach?
I teach seniors.
Okay.
And college level, but I've taught middle school and elementary.
Did you have a question for her, Ray? Or just curious?
No, I'm just the thing is that for me.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, we have children's books out on.
Yes.
Oh, I have two parents.
Exactly.
So, and if a kid really doesn't know what that means, then you are teaching them
right.
what gay means, right?
Ray, what do you want to say? I'm sorry. Put you on hold, Amanda.
My whole thing is that, like, my kids have books right now that talk about having two moms.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, and I get that, like, at that age, like, you shouldn't be introducing that to somebody else's child. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if they wanted to bring in a book, which you do in first, second, third grade, that represents you, or that, like,
you're not allowed to bring that book.
Are my kids not allowed to bring in a book that says that they have two moms?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a book. It's educational. No, they're not teaching you, but it's going to be part of a conversation in the classroom.
Mm-hmm. And with this bill, and Brian, you said the it's between
that's
discussion.
That's where it's like Ray said before. It's super vague. Like that teacher said, obviously there's not a curriculum, so no one's instructing it. But discussion in classroom is what makes you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's what the whole way we learn from each other is discussion.
Yeah.
So a discussion about that is healthy. Like you just said, I'm sure we shouldn't be teaching that to other. I think we should be teaching that to other through discussion.
Well, yeah, and like family dynamics at that early age is so important. So important. If they're if they're gonna hide my family's dynamics from their friends in their class, like.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm okay with that.
No, you shouldn't be, because discussion, I think, is the way we learn. And so to say it's not instructed, fine. Don't put down curriculum that says this is this and this
Today
is
we're
this.
Today we're going to talk about that.
But if in class we're talking about our family, and my family happens to be two dads, then I don't see an issue with having a discussion about that. And teachers should not be concerned what the line is.
Yeah.
That should be made clear.
And that's why I feel bad for teachers.
And I think here's a positive in Central Florida. Even your kids, when your kids are in school and they get in the first through third grade, there'll be other students that have two dads or two moms. They're not going to be alone. Back in the day when I was going through school, you just didn't. It wasn't mentioned.
Yeah.
Even if you had two dads, you tell them you got a mama. They had a lot.
It's just scary that the teacher has to question whether or not it's okay to have that open conversation.
Yeah, and I can imagine. I emotionally, I feel what you're going through, because we've been talking through. You have two very loving kids with two very loving parents, and now to be told, well, you can't bring that book in here because it just talks about your two moms, and that's going to make us talk about it in class, and we can't talk about it in class, even though it's a discussion and not in the curriculum.
Yeah,
right. Right, and someone just texted the mobile and said, no, you can bring the book. The teacher can't provide the book. I know, but here we are again. They're trying to decide what is okay and what's not, and that shouldn't even be a question. So I came from a divorced family. That's not traditional marriage.
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to discuss that? Obviously we were.
Yeah.
So not everyone comes from the same background. And I think you learn from people that don't come from your background. You can't learn anything from somebody who's just like you.
It's just so weird that this was brought up.
Yeah.
Like it was a bill that was just put out there for why? For what reason? They're children.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's an agenda somewhere.
Somewhere somebody got upset that their third grader came home and asked a question about two moms or two dads, took it to somebody who had some political affiliation, and boom, here we are, the governor's about to sign.
Well, and according to this thing, I think one of the big things that whoever took it wanted parents to be able to sue.
Yeah,
and now that's in here.
Of course.
Parents can sue a school if they feel like they're in violation, which is going to chase teachers away from the line at all.
Yeah.
Because the fear of a lawsuit.
Yeah. All right. We're going to get back to what we do. Give Ray some time to breathe.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to get emotional.
No,
just
this stuff is real, girl. For real. This is your life.
I know.
These are your children. Celebrity news, what we're going to get into in a little bit.
Travis Barker, he is hooking up with Hulu now for his own show.
All right, let's get into that on Johnny's House.
Song, I promise you guys.
There it is. There it is.
what's up? This is Billie Eilish.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
This is Dua Lipa.
106.7 Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Stop shaving with Ideal Image today. Dial pound 250 and say the keywords Radio Ray. So Travis Barker, as you know, he has been hooking up and is engaged to Kourtney Kardashian. And they are all about Hulu now.
Yes.
And it looks like Travis Barker now is developing an unscripted reality series called Inked and Iced on Hulu.
Guarantee executive produce Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I don't see that on there, but
of
I
course
would
you
not
don't. I
be
wouldn't
surprised.
Come on now.
Yeah, so Inked and Ice is about self-expression, the human body as an art canvas, and entrepreneurship. So basically, it's going to be people that are getting tattoos, people that are getting like the diamond dentist because people get like the diamond things on their teeth.
Yeah.
It's going to feature celebrities and musicians undergoing high-end diamond dental implants, receiving full-body tattoos, all while under anesthesia.
I just want to know how many appearances the Kardashians going to be in that new series.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So, I mean, this isn't obviously Travis Barker's first reality show because he was part of Meet the Barkers back in the day. So he knows what reality TV is about. But, of course, it looks like he is also set to appear on the Kardashians' upcoming Hulu series as a fiance of Kourtney Kardashian. So... Good job, Travis Barker, swooping in there.
I think that's where the problem lies when you start making those appearances on the show. Because Kanye was cool when he, remember, for the first couple of years, he's like, I don't want to be on that show.
Oh, yeah, and he hid from it.
Yeah, he hid from it.
Yeah,
and
then
all of a sudden,
I don't
something
know.
happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. So Aaron Rodgers is staying in Green Bay. So this dude looks like he's bouncing back because he was seen with his girl
Yeah, I heard
again.
back with his girl. I heard they were in Florida.
Yeah, yeah. So they went to a wedding together. But sources say that he signed a 4-year, $200 million deal. Well, he hasn't denied it yet.
Yeah, it's an extension. He had no choice, what's funny. They keep saying he was going to leave.
Yeah.
He was under contract. I mean, he was only going to leave if they let him.
Yeah.
So he had no juice.
But he might now be the highest paid player in the NFL history.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
From what this is saying.
he's good
This
for
is
that
crazy.
team.
Per season, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you know, he's that guy. It's like the caller we had earlier. If you didn't hear it, listen to the podcast. He's the one calling his girl, telling him, I'm going to change.
Yeah.
I'm changed.
Yeah.
Take me back. I've changed.
And that's the thing, though, because like obviously they were into each other.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of political differences, and you know.
Listen, I don't know Aaron Rodgers, and I don't know her as an actress, but I don't know why I think in my heart that it was his fault. I don't know why.
Me too, though.
I'm pretty sure.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, he's like they say, an off-the-charts smart person,
Extremely
and
smart.
I imagine that's probably really hard to deal with. I'm not all that smart. I mean, I'm relatively smart, but I'm not genius level smart. So I'm probably not as hard to deal with him. But can you imagine having to deal with someone that's that analytical all the time about everything?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you relax, please?
Yeah. So I guess the drama around Wendy Williams has been building up for years.
I believe
behind the scenes, but obviously the war over who gets to represent her has kind of been coming down to the last couple of weeks. So Lionsgate, the own syndicated Debmar Mercury, announced that it had canceled the Wendy Williams show after 13 seasons. But then I guess there's this ugly battle between like the public on whoever represents her, because it's like, do they still represent her because she's no longer a part of that network? So she's currently debating on what's going on in New York, because right now she's in Florida. She's in Florida with her son, who is basically taking care of her. And I guess Kevin Hunter Sr.
He sued them.
Yeah. He filed a wrongful termination lawsuit against Debmar Mercury. So, and I'm probably guessing that happened after the whole situation of him having another baby. Because
he was still like one of the producers, so he was still getting the check.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just behind the scenes. It looks like it's going to end for her. Obviously, we knew that. But like, who's going to represent her and who speaks for her is kind of like up in the air. But
again, I'm on the outside looking in just like everybody else. It's not like we got an inside source. Every now and then we might hear something that's real credible. But it appears to me that things just fell apart once she found out in reality that her husband had fathered another child. Because she denied it for a long time.
We talk about it all the time with people. You say things enough, you believe them. And so she just had built this alternate reality where that wasn't true.
But she also she had a show where she talked about other people doing dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And then herself, everybody's like, girl, your man cheating. No, he's not. No, he's not.
It's like she did all the headlines, but she was a headline
Yes.
one day, and she
And then
just
it seemed like
avoided it.
After that, man.
Yeah. So I guess, but Hunter, what's it? Is it Hunter?
Hunter.
Hunter. What's his first name?
Who?
Her husband.
Her husband.
Her ex-husband.
I don't remember his first name.
Yeah. So, but he is actually
Kevin?
helping
Kevin
Hunter's.
Hunter, yeah.
Kevin Hunter, because her
Yeah.
son's Kevin Hunter Jr.
Uh-huh.
I guess he's helping call the shots though on what's happening because behind the scenes he was still involved.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know. But they're saying that her estate is worth $60 million right now.
Is it really?
From what they're saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, syndication money is big money.
Yeah, it is big money. It is.
So it's just ugly behind the scenes.
Yeah, I just hope that she gets her mental state. Hopefully, get back, get another show somewhere.
Yeah.
Again. All right, we come back. Let's see if we can make you famous. Making people famous next on Johnny's House. Uh, 809 Orlando's #1 hit music station on a Wednesday, partly cloudy. Heat index today. It's going to feel like it's 92, gusty winds. Right now it's 71, but like I said, don't put the cool stuff away. It's going to be, they're talking about 39 degrees.
I'm so disappointed
in the time
Mother
change.
Nature that this is happening.
Always something happens around Bike Week. They always freeze out, or the weather's horrible, or something.
It's terrible. It's supposed to be like nice. We're supposed to go outside and enjoy it.
And I think okay, they changed the time this weekend, and the kids are out on spring break starting on Friday.
My son starts Friday.
Friday.
I remember this every year. We try to do like a spring break
Yeah.
like
Oh,
thing,
yes.
and it was freezing.
We sent you to the beach
Yeah.
like in a jacket.
Yes.
Man, we tried to make, you know how they say try to make fetch happen?
Yeah.
We tried to make spring break happen on the show. We tried everything. we did it all. We had houses. We rented that house in the community. It was in the middle of a...
Oh, my gosh, in the middle of like a regular residential community.
Oh.
This is before Airbnbs were big.
Yeah.
Somebody was just renting out a house, and we got all these people and put them in this house. And it was in just a regular neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, what are we supposed to do? Well, you got a pool.
Yeah, it's like just like the real world.
Yeah, we would watch the screen, and they would sit around, and I'd call them up. Y'all do something. Do what? Play a game.
Something.
Go to the pool.
See, Real World's edited. It's 24 hours,
Yeah.
7 days a week, edited down to 30 minutes. We didn't really think that through.
So we said, Ray, go down there to spring break, make something happen. Go. What was it, freezing?
It was bad.
It was cold.
I remember that one time I jumped in a pool though, and somebody had just pooped in it, and I was
Yeah, I
like, "Oh,
remember
great,
that.
I'm done with this."
I remember that. I remember the first time we did it, the webcam we had would only show a new photo. I think it had live audio, but it would only...
It was static every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds you would see a picture.
So it would be like an update. Because this is before streaming video existed.
Yes, we tried it.
We were actually, I mean, I hate to pat us on the back. No, I don't. I like to. But we were actually way ahead of this streaming stuff. Like before people were this streaming video all over the place, we were doing this spring break thing. And we were holding it together with like duct tape and like gum and making it work.
And you would sit there and watch because you could hear it. And you'd watch, oh man, so-and-so fell in the pool. Wait 3 seconds. New photo.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so spring break is starting this weekend, and the weather's going to change this weekend, and then hopefully things will get better. I had a prediction last week that all the cold was over, but I was dead wrong. I was wrong. It's
That
going to be
little
cold.
groundhog was right.
Yeah, it's going to be cold again. And then I think this is it. I think this weekend.
Johnny.
You keep saying it. It's gonna be true eventually.
I'm Nostradamus.
It's gonna be
Eventually,
end of May. I don't think it's gonna be cold anymore, Ray.
It's going to be warm again. All right, it's time for us to make you famous. What are you doing? This stuff is really working. When you call in and we talk to you and you have something interesting, people will follow you and use your services, but it has to be interesting to them. Now it's time to call in, and people are like, I try every week to call in. I can't get through. You know why? We only take 4. There's a million new businesses, a million new websites every day, but with the first 4 in are the first one that we'll take. We'll talk to you. We'll find out about what it is we need to do to follow you, and then people will. But you got to call us right now, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Now, you say the lines are busy. That's because we busied them all out. In about 5 seconds, we're going to take them off hold, and then the first ones in will be the first ones that we'll talk to. Making you famous. What are you doing? Let everybody know. Let us know. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Let's make you famous on Johnny's House. 822, Orlando's number one hit music station. It is Johnny's House. It's Wednesday morning. Where it's going to rain today. Look for scattered thunderstorms, showers, heat index of 92. It is 71 right now. All right, we try to make you famous. You tell us what you're doing. We'll put the word out there, and people will follow you. All right, let's see here. I think is it Elam?
It's not picked up.
It's not picked up. Yeah. Hello. Elam, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so how can we make you famous? What do you do?
I am a fashion director at Bridal Gallery of Orlando.
All right, and what exactly is Bridal Gallery of Orlando?
Bridal Gallery is an elite premier bridal store that provides brides with the most amazing wedding dresses.
Yeah, you reading that, aren't you?
No.
Yes, you are, because people don't use Elite.
No.
When was the last time you used Elite?
People in the fashion industry may, in his defense, because I know I'm not in the fashion industry. I would not use that.
Yeah.
All right, so you make Elite. Repeat what you do again. Elite what?
Elite premier bridal store.
Okay. Well, tell me where we can find you.
We're on the corner of Orange.
No. On social.
Oh, Bridal Gallery of Orlando on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook.
Bridal Gallery of Orlando. Looking up there. Okay.
Ooh.
Nice. Gowns, $1,000, self-inclusive, in-house.
Oh my gosh, I drive by that all the time. And let me just tell you, I love all the windows because I just look at all the dresses through the windows. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I actually do the windows.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, in that first video with the lady in the blue dress, is that you dancing?
No, that's my coworker Anna. We're actually going to Disney World today.
No, there's a young lady, but then there's a guy that's dancing with her.
That's me.
That's you? Look at you. Yeah. I see you. Go ahead. Look at her. It's like you have a good time over there.
Oh, I love it. It doesn't feel like work to me.
Wow.
I'm already married, but I want to come in and try on dresses.
I know. When you were saying that you were looking for a dress, I was hoping you would come to our store, but I could never reach out to you in time.
So you guys should do a vow renewal at some point.
There you go.
And then you'll need a dress.
Yeah.
There you go.
Man, you're dancing.
Sure.
You're dancing a lot.
Well, my previous career was a dancer. I traveled the world about 3 times.
Okay.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's someone that's getting married, then they should be, what, your first stop? Or how does that work?
They should be, and if they work with me, it'll be their last stop.
Oh, man.
Oh, snap.
All right. Once again, where can they find you?
Bridal Gallery of Orlando on TikTok, Facebook, and we're on the corner of McGuire and Colonial.
You can tell you have a passion for what you do.
I do.
You can tell. You can hear it in your
I love
voice.
it.
All right.
You're elite.
Let's see here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Your numbers are going up. Your numbers are going up. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, man. We appreciate it. Success to you.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day,
You
guys.
too. Bye-bye. Yeah, he got mad at me about that elite thing. He heard my voice. I was just playing on the radio. Jenna, good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
How are you doing?
How are you? We're going to try to make you famous. What do you do?
So I own at Perfect Paws Pet Sitting. I'm a veterinary technician that started my program for special needs pets in 2011. Actually started up in North Carolina and transferred it down here to South Florida, then Central Florida. We have a staff of veterinary technicians and pet care specialists where pets don't really do well in boarding facilities most of the time, especially if they're diabetic, they're wheelchair bound. A lot of cats are in renal failure, unfortunately, these days, and they need fluids and medications. And we go to the owners' homes and stay with the pets where they're the most comfortable and the safest.
Oh, nice.
But we also do, pet taxis to the vet for, during COVID, we actually did seniors. Instead of them going out to the vet, we actually took them. We took their pets for them.
Oh,
we
that's
did grocery
cute.
deliveries for them.
Okay. Well, Jenna, while you explain this, tell us where we can find you.
You can find me on Facebook. It's called at Perfect Paws Pets.
Perfect Paw. And how about on Instagram? Do you have Instagram or just Facebook?
It is
Oh, you broke up. Try it again.
It's at Perfect Paws Pets for Instagram also. We're more active on Facebook. I'm still getting
Oh, I got
Instagram.
you. I got you. All right. Okay. And so you would actually go to someone's house and just sit with the pet, or do you go a couple times a day, or do you stay there?
So it depends on the pet's needs. We do have some where we have to stay all day, but we usually call it a pajama party. We stay 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., and then we could visit in the middle of the day. We tailor our schedule to your pet's needs that's their normal routine. At getting up at 5 a.m., they need insulin at 6 a.m., we're there.
Okay.
And one of the big things that we're also doing, we have a Pet Perfect Paws food pantry for pet owners that started at the beginning of COVID. There's information on the page about it, but we're always taking donations. We actually give owners discounts whenever they want to donate food and things like that, too.
Okay. Once again, where can they find you?
At Perfect Paws Pets on Facebook.
All right. Thank you for sharing that with us, Jenna.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You too. All right. Trying to make you famous. Kenny, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Good, Kenny. So what do you do?
So I am the owner and operator of a boat customization company called Custom Marine Solutions.
Okay, and so what type of custom work do you do, Brian? You can probably ask these questions. What type of custom work do you do?
We do from audio upgrades to flooring upgrades, which everybody's doing right now. Everybody loves upgrading their flooring. Instead of having that bare flooring that slip from and, hurt your feet from, basically we put foam flooring so that it becomes soft and it looks pretty.
I'm looking at that.
It's like C-Deck. It's really nice.
I'm looking at it.
Every boat's different, though, so like to try to do it yourself is really tough.
Yeah.
I'm your man, Brian. You know you guys have a friend that has a friend that has a friend that has a boat.
Yep, that's me.
Man, I'm looking at the before and after. I'm looking at and where can they find you again? On Instagram? I'm on Instagram now.
So, yeah, on Instagram, as the name implies, Custom Marine Solutions. That's on TikTok. Our Facebook is getting revamped.
Yeah.
But the website is the same thing, custommarinesolutions.com.
Custom Marine Solution on. I'm looking at you right now. Yeah, you got some. I mean, you do good work.
Thank you.
So have you?
And,
you been in boats like your whole life?
I've been customizing cars and just switched over because of COVID. Everybody bought a boat.
Yeah.
And we found an opportunity, and we've been in the business for several years, and love what we do, and it's nice to work for yourself.
Man, that flooring makes the boat look like it's like $20,000 more.
It's huge. It's a huge difference. It's way better to have when you're like using it. It's functional too. But like I said, if you try to do it yourself, it's very hard. So if you find someone that's good at it, you should definitely use them.
Man, you got a boat, and all of a sudden, like, you ain't got no custom flooring. I can't go.
Your floor too slick for me.
I can't go. No, you got no custom flooring. Dang. Wow, man, your numbers are going through the roof. Look at there. All right.
That's awesome. Thank you.
All right, Custom Marine Solutions on Instagram.
I'm gonna hit y'all up.
Hey, let me know, Brian. I'll take care of you.
Okay.
And one thing to mention, the best thing about our business is instead of you missing out on your boat, our business concept is we go to your preferred location, where it's a storage at your house, your garage, your backyard, what have you. We perform the work on spot. We're licensed.
Hey, Kenny, if you're talking anymore, I'm going to have to charge you for a commercial, bro. I'm going to have to charge you for a commercial, bro. Appreciate you, though. See you.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Man, I got some airtime. I'm going for it.
Well, Jen bought me speakers for our boat, like as a gift for, I think it might have been for Father's Day last year, but we haven't had a chance to get them put in yet. So they're just sitting along with my GPS waiting to be installed, and I'm afraid to cut into my boat myself.
Well, Kenny say, listen, I'll come to your location for 24 hours a day.
That's what I heard.
You let us know. Jessica, you're the last one. Jessica, how can we make you famous? What are you doing?
Hey, guys. I'm so glad that I got through. I can't believe it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not actually for me. It's for my kids.
Okay.
My kids are 12 and 14, Penelope and Josh. And 4 years ago, they wrote a book, an e-book. It's like a comic book for kids.
Okay.
And it's free to download right now on Kindle books, Apple Books.
Okay, but how can we follow you, though? We want to make you famous. You have a Instagram?
Yeah, they have an Instagram. It's at Penelope's Adventure Club.
All right, hold
on
on a second.
Instagram, on Facebook.
Okay, Penelope.
We have a TikTok, although that's just me messing around on TikTok. But Instagram and Facebook is where you can find out a lot more information about their books. It's kind of like Dog Man for parents that have kids in elementary, middle school. They drew it out themselves. My husband helped them to self-publish, and
look at that.
They wrote a series. When they first started out, they charged like the most minimum price, like $1.99 to download, but they made like $80, and they donated all the money to Give Kids the World because we were living in Orlando at the time.
I can't find it. Penelope, did you find it? Penelope,
Yeah,
did you find it?
Penelope's Adventure Club.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, I mean, they donated all the money that they had made in the first year to Give Kids the World.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the pandemic hit, they just decided to make it free just so that if kids were in quarantine and just stuck at home, that they could have something to entertain them. It's 5 books that they have now at this point. It's a series.
And how old are your kids?
They're 12 and 14 now, but they started writing these books when they were 8 and 10.
Okay.
So it was just a really cool summer project. They'd write one every summer, just give them something to do.
Okay. And how many books have you? How many books have you sold so far?
I mean, they're free to download, but I think they have maybe a couple thousand downloads at this point across their 5 books. But I mean, they just love hearing that other kids read it and are entertained by it. So
And
it's just a fun project. And
Penelope Adventure Club. Penelope's Adventure Club.
Penelope's Adventure Club, and it's about my 2 kids, Josh and Penelope, and just.
Yeah,
I
see the video of them writing the books. They work hard.
Very good.
That's cute.
All right.
Yeah, it was a whole summer project.
Well, thank you, and we'll put the word out there, and hopefully we'll make them famous.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Love you all so much.
Thank you for the love. All right, we are running extremely late. We come back, we're going to see if we can talk about keeping scores in a relationship. I want to know how that works out. All right, we'll do that next here on Johnny's House. All right, it's 8:39, partly cloudy, rain today, high of 92. And that's what it's going to feel like, and it's 72 right now. Brian, you can help me with something.
Okay.
Keeping score. We were talking yesterday. I won't say the person's name because they're trying to call out on the radio. And everybody jokes at me because I always talk about making a sandwich. Okay. She had mentioned that she was in the kitchen and her husband said, honey, you mind making me a grilled cheese sandwich? And she said, no. And I said, why? I said, it sounds to me like he was asking nicely.
Polite,
He said,
yeah.
hey, you're in the kitchen. Can you? He said, he did. But I said, then why didn't you make him a grilled cheese sandwich? She said, because he didn't pick up his underwear from the side of the bed. I'm like, what does one have to do with the other? She said, I keep score. And I'm like, okay, so I don't get it. I said, okay, listen, don't get me wrong. Look, I'm divorced. You've been married, for X number of years. You must be doing something right. But for me, if the man asks you really nicely, sweet, babe, will you make me a grilled cheese sandwich, and you in the kitchen, I would think that, you know what, my man asked me nice, I want to make him a grilled cheese sandwich. And your thought was, no, because your underwear didn't make it to the dirty laundry basket. And she said, I keep score. So explain to me, how does this scorekeeping thing work?
Well, it doesn't really work.
Okay.
First of all.
Okay.
Because I also am a scorekeeper.
Yes.
Now, here's where I differ from her.
Okay.
I would have made the sandwich because I'm going to add that to my score column.
Okay.
And so then next time you don't do something, or you ask me to do something,
Oh my
then I'd be
gosh.
like, wait a second. Remember I had made you a sandwich? See, because that's the kind of scorekeeper I am.
Okay.
I like to rack up the points. That way I can hold over your head that you don't have as many points as me.
I do.
But I could see why. She's basically saying I can't reward busted behavior. He didn't pick up his draws. That's a check in the score column. I ain't making him a sandwich.
But did you talk I said, well, did you get on him about, hey, when he left his underwear on the side of the bed, did you say, babe, would you? She said, no, because he should know better. So this man does not know why he's not getting a grilled cheese sandwich.
Well, now, she should say, in my belief, she should say, no, I ain't making you a sandwich. You can't even pick your drawers up.
Yes.
So then he'll know in the future.
She said she's ahead of that.
But she shouldn't have had to tell him in the first place.
Yes.
It's her argument, and I can see that as well.
Yes.
Because it's common sense. You don't throw your drawers on the floor.
So I'm just like, so when he asked you, hon, could you make me a grilled cheese sandwich? And you just said no, and he left the room. You understand he has no idea that he's being punished for some drawers that may have been put out on the side of the bed 3 or 4 days ago.
He just knows no. I'm not making that.
I'm not making that.
Well, it might come up eventually. Like right now, my wife gets on me because I leave my clothes folded, but on top of the dryer. I hate putting clothes away.
Okay.
And I live out of the laundry room because I get up so early in the morning. I don't
Get
want
stuff out of
to
it. I
wake
get it.
people up.
Yeah.
So she hits me for that. But then she's got clothes that haven't been put away for, a long time in her room, like on the edge. And I'm like, wait a second, your clothes ain't put away. My clothes ain't put away. Boom, boom, one in the score column. How about that?
Ray, do you understand the score thing?
I don't, because it's too much for me. It's too much. I mean, like, Missy and I are very competitive, but, like, I can't.
Then if you're competitive, somebody has to win.
I get it, but that's, like, when we're playing games or something. Not, like, with, like, house chores or who does the most for the babies or stuff like that.
It's
like
how I enforce my same rules for everyone policy. if I say same rules for everyone, then we have to keep score so we know if we're all living by the same rules.
Okay, well, like tonight, the kids have t-ball before we have softball. So, like, one of us will take them to t-ball and then meet at the softball game.
Yeah.
And I was like, you took them last week, so I'll take them this week.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's cool.
That's compromising.
Yeah,
that's not like
it is. But if it got to a situation where you came to a week and then she's like, no, you take them. I want to go to the softball game. You could be like, no, last week I did this. So you're
the last 2 weeks.
You're compromising because it works. When it doesn't work and you have to throw it at them, that's keeping score.
So you guys are like, okay, you did this, and you did this, you did this. But if it went, I did this, and you did this, and now I don't want to do this, then you go back and say, but I did all this.
Yes. If it becomes
but
a problem,
y'all don't have a problem because you get it. Y'all get
yeah, because we compromise.
Yeah. So you're way more mature than me.
But I mean, trust me, there's times where I'm like, babe, close the she leaves everything open. She close the doors. Like close the door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how many times do you have to keep the door open? And I'm like, you literally have done that 17 times.
So you at a point now where even though you see the door open, you're right by the door, you won't close it. You'll tell her to close it.
No, I'll close it.
And then
but then I'll keep in my head like.
So you keep it.
So you're keeping score.
Okay, but it's over like stupid things like that.
The idea of keeping score is stupid. Trust me, I know.
I want to find out, do you keep score in your relationship, in your marriage, or whatever relationship you're in? Do you keep score, and how does the score system work? But I'm telling you, If your man asks you, baby, can you please make me a grilled cheese sandwich? And you say no, as a man, I don't know you're mad at me about something that happened on Tuesday. I just think you're just not being nice to me. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, I mean, she should clarify.
Yeah.
And we talked about it. She said no.
Yeah.
But they're happily married. So
I mean, well, happily is all relative.
407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067. You can put it on social media. I want to find out, in your relationship, do you keep score, and how does the scoring system work in your relationship? Because it seems that it works different for everybody. I want to talk to you right now in Johnny's house. Justin Bieber. That's Ghost on Orlando's #1 hit music station, 853 and Johnny's house. It's going to be partly cloudy. Chance of rain today. It's going to feel like with a heat index. That means we're going to have some humidity of 92. It is 73 right now. I need a little water. Hold on a second. Young broadcasters, don't do that. You lose your job. All right, so I want to find out if you keep scores in your relationship and how does that work? I mean, how do you keep scores? Maybe I ain't doing it right. Rebecca, good morning.
Hi. What we do is instead of like keeping scores is that if my husband's like, I'm right, and I'm like, no, you're wrong. And he's like, I'll bet you this outfit, this position, this music, I'm right. And then if I think I'm really right, I double down.
Now, hold on. When you say position, when you talking about job?
Oh, intimate.
Dang.
He gets to call the whole thing.
Wow.
And then if I'm right,
This took a weird left turn.
The whole, double down it and make them do something even crazier. So
I mean, that's exciting. That sounds fresh, and it's funny because we're gonna have an adult conversation coming up around 9:22. That's fun. That's called keeping it. And whatever that person, whatever they say, you got to do.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Wow.
That's how you really know you're right.
Oh, so it's like, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. Well, if you're right, then you got to do this, and if you're wrong, you got to do this, and then
yes.
And if you're wrong, then you got to do whatever that person said.
Yes.
Sounds like to me sometimes you want to be wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I might inherit this.
I know the way you over there going, yes, yes. Yeah, you just want to be wrong. Okay, that's fun though. It sounds like y'all have a very exciting, intimate life.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy 16 years almost.
How many 16 years and you still giggling like that? Dang.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl. Write your book because people want to read it.
Yep.
How to be wrong when you know you're right.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right, Rebecca, thank you.
Bye.
She said position. I'm like, position?
I know.
I know. And then she said clothing and
Like,
then music. I'm like, whoa.
Okay.
Damn. Nadine, good morning.
Good morning.
Whoa, you scared me. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys doing?
Good. So tell us, you keep scoring your relationship?
So, yes and no. And Rebecca's hilarious because I have the opposite of the situation.
Okay.
You guys are talking about, like, the underwear and leaving it. And my whole thing is it's not a tit for tat and tally. It's like, hey, if you're not taking care of your underwear, you're not taking care of the house, so I'm not making you a sandwich. It's just that simple. But the flip side is we don't go to the movies enough, so I don't feel the need to do what I need to do. So oftentimes things don't get done, and we're all just frustrated. But I was like, listen, if we go to the movies, the whole house is clean, everybody's happy, happy wife, happy life.
Hold on, son. Hold up.
I have the cleanest house in the neighborhood. My house will be sparkling.
The first thing you just said is you don't go to movies enough. And now you're saying that if you ain't smelling Febreze up in the house, you ain't trying to go to the movies.
No, she's saying if they went more, she would put more Febreze in the house.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh.
Absolutely.
You would see my house sparkle from space. I'm not even
okay.
kidding you right now.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. I don't understand, but hey, I'm making it work, I guess.
Yes, you are. You are. Like, hey, listen, if you help clean up, you can get all that.
Maybe he's just tired.
But you don't.
I mean, it could be. Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
I want to hear, Johnny. Tell me.
You don't want to hear what I got to say? I'll tell you. Maybe he has to work too much. He ain't trying to put in that much work.
Listen, everybody's got 2 days off at least. So at some point in time, you got to put in the work to get the work back,
What I'm trying to say is that if you want to go to the movies more, maybe you should put in more work, you personally.
Oh.
I've heard that side of it too.
No.
I'm just saying.
Because even if she does put in the work, obviously she's the one that's going to want the movie going, and
That's
she's
right.
still not getting it.
I'm just saying, just say, hey, I got you. And, do what you do.
We'll see.
Okay. All right. Bye, AD. Brian, what they saying over there about keeping score? Because Brian looks lost.
Just trying to understand. I'm like, wait, dude, clean up a little bit.
Yeah,
Dang.
really. There it is.
Clean up a little bit, you'll clean up a lot. XO More powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone said they think pretty much everyone keeps score. They just don't admit it.
Okay.
And the ones that don't like to talk about it are usually the ones losing.
Okay. Ray, your time. What's up, girl?
A little eerie poem from Kanye West. Another
I heard
one.
about that.
Yeah.
I heard about that. If you haven't, we'll tell it to you next on Johnny's House.
I am Ed Sheeran.
This is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
1067 Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Kanye West, as you have seen him all over social media, he posted a poem about divorce, and then he posted a poem about something else yesterday. I don't remember what it was, but then he posted a poem again today. And
I think yesterday was about death.
Yeah, it was death yesterday.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
No, the one before that, because this is the one I'm talking about. The death one is the one I'm talking about. But before that, there was another one.
Okay. I remember that one.
So this poem that was about death is like very eerie, and people are like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Obviously, he just implies that he has already died by a murder. And he basically continues to say that he has to justify his expression, which is true because people are questioning him about that music video that he put out about, killing or burying Pete Davidson alive. And then he said that he feels that he's been compromised and that after more than 2 decades of working on his art, and he basically further declined to explain his latest piece of death poem. But yeah, so if you want to read the full thing, it just says that his latest creation, it is called Dead.
I think he has now made the media or people following him as a part of his daily life.
Yeah.
Like now he needs it. So I have to do something to have people talk about me.
I just feel like there's nobody that's really getting to him right now, and especially when he's going through something that's so devastating in his life. It's like he needs an outlet, and Instagram is his outlet right now, which is so crazy. But so he's putting out poems left and right, but this latest one was kind of
sounds like he's alone. Even though he has a lot of people, has a staff to follow him around. Anytime you can call your staff and say, I need the hotel room full of roses and clothes in less than 24 hours, you got people that's...
Yeah.
But it sounds like he's alone.
It's like nothing's working, so he just keeps throwing things against the wall.
But also, we've been hearing from, like, Julia Fox's ex and how he's just nonstop go, 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 go. He barely eats. And then now he's got this Kim Kardashian lookalike that's been with him.
Who said, I'm somebody.
Yeah. No. Yes. Also, did you know that Will Ferrell was, like, a straight-up baller? Did you see what happened?
I saw that.
When he was warming up, or the Golden State Warriors were warming up. And
what was the movie? Because we went like that.
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jackie
Moon. Yeah, he looked like he can ball, but nah, I saw the video.
Okay, so the Golden State Warriors got a surprise during warm-ups last night because Will Ferrell hit the court dressed up as Jackie Moon, from the basketball movie. And the funny thing is that he was just like messing around, and he even sank like a half-court shot.
Yeah,
so,
he had follow-through and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's funny when you see like Will Ferrell, he's just the goofy dude, and then he comes out there and he's just like raining shots out there on them.
He's a funny dude.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
It was.
I haven't seen it. I know what his outfit and everything looks like, but I haven't seen that.
Once I saw that movie, I stopped wanting to fight a bear. I had this thing where I wanted to wrestle a bear.
Yeah.
And then they did that on the show, and the bear got out.
Yeah, Jackie Moon fought a bear at halftime to try to get people to come out and watch his basketball team play, but the bear got loose.
It got loose.
Oh my God, I love it. I see it on TV all the time. What is it? Semi-pro.
Yep. It's a funny little movie.
Yeah. Also, Kate Winslet, real quick, she said that she was taking a year off just to recover and be with her family after filming for so many years in a row, but she said that she's ready to reset and get back at it, and she said there's just this thrill about being in a room with all these actors, and she's ready to get at it again. So Kate Winslet back on the scene.
All right, we come back. Two things. Brian's going to tell us what's trending, and if you want to know who's coming to the iHeart Radio Music Festival, the big announcement, got both of those coming up next right here on Johnny's House. 908 Orlando's number one hit music station is Johnny's House. It's going to be partly cloudy. Scattered showers, gusty winds today. Heat index going to make it feel like it's 92. It is 75 right now. All right, B. What's trending?
Well, in just a second, I will give you guys the big announcement for the lineup for the iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Awards. Gotcha.
Today is a bunch of days. Today is National Crab Meat Day.
Crab Meat Day.
Crab meat. Crab is dubbed the fruit of the sea. But I thought that was shrimp, according to Bubba. Anyway, so it's National Crab Meat Day. There's tons of different kinds of crabs. There's brown crab, blue swimming crab, red swimming crab.
Listen, in D.C., they eat the whole crab. They batter it, deep fry it, and put the whole thing on a sandwich.
Yep.
All of it. They don't clean nothing.
It is also National Meatball Day.
Yeah.
I like meatballs.
I do love me some meatballs.
Love me some meatballs.
That's what I call my kids.
Do you really? You love meatballs?
So they say today you can celebrate several different ways: spaghetti and meatballs, Swedish meatballs, meatball sub, meatball pizza, turkey meatballs, lamb meatballs, porcupine meatballs made with rice.
Yeah.
And the list goes on and on.
Those are good.
So National Meatball Day if you want to have some of that. It's also, ironically, registered Dietitian Day. So since it's food days, registered dietitian day, so show some love
Dietitians go out and eat some stuff you normally would.
to your dietitian. It's also, today is Panic Day.
Panic?
Yes, it is Panic Day. A whole day
Great.
devoted to panicking.
Why would they have a day?
See, I told you, these dumbass days. That's why I submitted one yesterday.
If they make that a day.
Freak nasty day.
The
Freak
most
nasty
common
day.
place to panic, ironically, is at the disco.
I knew it. I heard it coming. I heard it.
I don't get it.
Panic at the Disco.
The
It's
song,
a band.
the band.
Oh, Whoa.
Jeez.
Wow, I should just go home now. Goodbye.
Probably. And this isn't a day, but this just came out with spring break right around the corner. AAA says Orlando is the number one warm weather destination for spring break, followed by Cancun, Honolulu, Las Vegas, and Maui. They say travel is going to be up over 211% over last year.
I think that might be a bad report because with the gas prices, I saw something today where people saying college students are rethinking those long travels.
Well, that's why I think Orlando's winning because flights are so expensive right now. You can actually carpool to Orlando and split the gas up, but you jump on a plane and go to Mexico or Hawaii right now, you're spending some serious cash. So over the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Orlando's going to be packed full of people. Come on down, spend your money.
Yeah, you know what's up. Don't go on our drive talking about traffic. Hey, y'all, if you live here, you know it's the tourist time. And let them come because we don't pay state tax.
And now the giant announcements.
Yeah!
So big that they won't even let me do it. So here's this guy with a real deep voice.
Here we go.
Second, the biggest artists and songs you listened to over the past year on iHeartRadio will be celebrated live from LA on Fox with your host, LL Cool J.
iHeartRadio, make some noise!
And now we reveal the performer lineup. Don't miss Icon Award recipient Jennifer Lopez, Megan Thee Stallion,
What's happening? I'm a savage.
Jason Aldean, John Legend, Charlie Puth, Måneskin,
I'm begging you.
and more.
iHeartRadio Music Awards.
The biggest stars in music will share the stage, and your favorite artist will go home winners.
It means the world to me.
Buy tickets to be there at AXS.com, and don't miss the chance to win your way there. Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
iHeartRadio.
Traffic.
Racetrack's here with whatever gets you going at everyday low prices. Like buy one pizza slice, get one for $1. 2 for $4 breakfast sandwiches, or even 2 for $3.50 soft pretzels. I'm in. You in? Get going at Racetrack.
9:22 is the time. It is Wednesday morning, Orlando's number one hit music station. You are listening to Johnny's House. It's going to have a heat index of around 92 and scattered showers, possible thunderstorms. Right now, it is 75. And it's time for adult conversation. You guys wanted it back. We brought it back. Grown folks talking about grown folks things. You know, sometimes it got spilled over a little earlier today. When a woman said, hey, when...
Yeah.
It was a random one.
Who's right, who's wrong for positions.
I like that.
If you got the other person got to go for it.
Ray gonna take that home.
You're gonna take it home. All right. If you're right, I'm wrong. You got to do this. But the thing is, that person got to do it if
Right.
you lose.
Yeah.
Now the topic today, Brian, is
best time of day
to go to the movie.
to go check out a movie.
I'm more of a night guy. Really? I want you to put me to sleep. The goal is to put me to sleep. It's already night. I'm tired anyway. Put me to sleep. Let me tap out, and I go to sleep like a baby. Nighttime. How about you, sir?
Well, I mean, I would originally on the surface, I'm an any time of day, you
Yeah, of
know,
course.
whatever. I'm down. I mean, and obviously anyone's down any time of day, but I would choose like a matinee style, like a mid-afternoon.
Matinee.
Mid-afternoon. Hey, you ain't got nothing going on. Why don't we check out a movie? All right.
Matinee.
Those are nice.
It's out of the
They're cheaper, too.
It's out of the
What'd you say?
ordinary.
It's cheaper.
Cheaper? What money got to do with it?
It costs me the same. I'm married. She thinks we're talking about movies.
No, I was just being stupid.
I was like, do you?
You calling my wife a whore?
Oh, no.
Because that's what it sounds like.
Never.
A matinee is cheaper. I'm like, oh.
It is, though.
Okay, Chloe, what are you talking about? How is it cheaper? You know what we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Never mind.
Go ahead. How is it cheaper?
Because the movies are cheaper in the daytime and then at night.
But we're not talking about going to an actual movie, though.
Okay, let me break it down.
Unless again, you're
But
calling
you know
my wife a
what?
prostitute.
You know what? Here's the thing, and it goes back to what our trainers tell us. We have to reintroduce the audience, and we haven't done that. So, Chloe, we haven't done our part in reintroducing the. Okay, this is adult conversation. Instead of using words like sex, we say go to the movies. Okay,
Got it.
that's the code. So we're not talking about actually going to see Batman in the middle of the afternoon. We're talking about getting it in the middle of the afternoon.
But you knew that.
Got it.
Or
yeah,
did you?
But like,
Not.
I was just, I don't know.
She was trying to
No,
chime in.
I know. It was funny.
Yes.
But at the same time, I was like, does she not know? Because I know she's
Yeah.
not here all the time. And we haven't been doing this for a long time.
No.
Well, I mean, listen. Okay,
Sometimes
okay.
you go out on dates, though.
No, here's the thing. Here's what we're missing here. Here's what we're missing here. Maybe she has an agreement with her boyfriend and he gives her a couple dollars.
Oh my God.
Maybe.
Yo. Babe, if you're listening, you can pay me for a movie. I don't care.
Okay, Ray.
It's funny either way.
It is funny.
I do like a mid-afternoon pick-me-up thriller during the afternoon. But I do prefer nighttime.
Yeah.
I do prefer at night.
Yeah. And Chloe, you want to stick with this cheaper in the afternoon? I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's your life. It's your stuff.
You want to talk about the BOGO tickets you can get to sometimes?
Chloe said at night the theater's more crowded.
I'm tired at night, honestly.
We all are tired at
Mid-afternoon
night.
is better.
Who in this room at night said, you know what? I feel great.
What are we eating at the movie? I'm getting large popcorn too? Extra butter? I love her.
Chloe doesn't want to play. Chloe said, I'm not playing. My parents are listening. My man's listening. I got an Aunt Louise. She all listening.
I just called Brian's wife a prostitute. I'm going to get out of this.
All right, I want to find out from you. What is the best time of day or night to go to a movie? We realize that it's cheaper in the afternoon. Okay. We want to find out from you.
Well, I mean, daytime strippers are cheaper than nighttime ones.
Yes? Is that what you're talking about, Chloe?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067, and we can get into it. If you're watching the live stream, we'll get into it there. What's the best time of day to go to a movie for you? You know we love talking to you, so call us right now on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station on a Wednesday. It's 9:35 at Johnny's house. Looking for a high today. It's going to feel like 92. It's 75 right now, partly cloudy and scattered rain today. It's adult conversation where grown folks are getting together and talking about grown folk stuff. If you don't figure it out, just listen closely. You'll get it, okay? We're going to find out what is the best time to go to the movies. And that's code for something else. All right. Kay, good morning.
Good morning.
Kay, what are you doing? We can hear everything in the background. What you doing?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry. She said, I'm hungry, but I ain't going to miss this call. What line are you in?
I'm not in line. I'm sitting down, though.
Oh, you sitting down eating?
So I got time.
You got time.
Yeah.
You got Waffle House?
I'm at First Watch. I'm so excited.
First Watch.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So while you're eating at First Watch, what time would you prefer to go to a movie?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Pretty precise.
Yeah, because the kid, exactly. Because it works every day of the week. Wednesday out of school early, so guess what? Right before we pick them up, we get it out the way.
True.
Get it out the way.
You know what? I didn't take into account early day. You're right.
Get it out the way. Hey, you know what's up.
Exactly.
Let's get this out the way. You know what you need to do.
Yes, exactly. He has no rules, so therefore, instead of getting interrupted, get it done at 1 o'clock, we're done.
That's good. Yeah, because if you go any later than that, early day is going to mess you up.
Yep. 1 o'clock.
Exactly.
All right. So what did you order at First Watch? What you eating on?
Nothing better. I'm looking at the hash. So.
Oh, that stuff is so good.
All right.
Yeah, the farmhouse hash. So, you know.
Now I'm hungry.
Well, listen, you go ahead and get back to your meal, and you thanks for holding on for us, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. She said 1 o'clock. Come over here and get it in. You know what's up.
I like that she factored in early day.
Yes.
Brian, good morning.
Hey, yo, Brian here. Brian.
Is it truck driver Brian?
Truck driver Brian in Johnny's house.
All right. And where are you now, truck driver Brian?
In about 10 miles, I'll be at south of the border.
South of the border.
Ooh, give me some fireworks.
Yes.
Hey, you can get that in Florida, silly.
Silly. All right, truck driver Brian, when do you like to go to the movies, man?
Going to the movies, the best time is any time.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, though, the mornings are best. If you guys haven't, well, of course you guys have done that. But when you do it when you go to the movies in the morning, oh man, the whole rest of the day you're just smiling and jumping.
Just makes your day. It makes a better day for you, don't it, truck driver Brian?
Yes, it does. It's a surprise. I mean, you wake up.
Listen, man, I got a question for you. All the listeners want to know because you know you're famous now.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gone to the movie? You ever gone to the movies in that truck?
In this truck, no.
Hey, what are those girls called that hang out at truck stops? Isn't there a nickname for them?
Lot lizards.
We call them nasty. Yeah, lot lizards.
You said nasty?
They're nasty, though. Nasty.
He said, on Friday, I'll call a friend.
He said, well, I just call her Tracy. But everybody else calls her lot lizard.
All right, well, listen.
We can call them zombies because they're just, they're hideous.
They still exist?
There's not as many as there used to be back in the 90s. But
back in the 90s, you racked up, though, didn't you?
Hey.
Brian, why you set that man up? He had no idea what he said hey to.
Good thing you don't have the same truck.
All right, truck driver Brian, be safe on the road as always.
All right, thanks for talking to me,
You
y'all.
too, always, man. Why you do that to that man?
He said it.
Luke, good morning. He don't know what he said.
I just asked the question. He said, yeah.
You can say, you got Marshall
Hey,
here?
good morning,
Yeah.
guys. How you doing?
All right, Luke, when you like going to the movies, man?
I like to go to the movies in the morning because there ain't nothing like a good little action adventure flick first thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I prefer not, but I mean, opportunity to rise, I guess I would.
I just don't want to do anything the rest of the day.
Oh, no.
If it's
yeah,
done right.
I do.
If it's done right.
Like Brian said, it gets you started right. Everything else is good.
So you jump around, cut the yard, do some yard work, everything. Get everything done.
And then my wife's going to be walking with a limp all day, all crooked and stuff.
Oh, my God.
And I also wanted to say I'm a first-time caller.
Yeah.
Whoop-dee-dee scoop. As always, Luke, don't let this be the last time we talk to you. What else you want to say?
No, yeah. And I'm on my way to pick up my wife. She's been in the hospital for a month and a half. She had pneumonia in both lungs, and then while in the hospital, she contracted COVID.
Oh, my goodness.
Picking her up. She's finally coming home.
Good for you,
she
bro.
listens to you guys religiously. So this is going to be a surprise for her. She streams every episode she misses.
Nice.
I'm not going to tell her that I called you guys.
I tell you what. What's her name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia, it's good to hear that you're home and safe. I know you went through an ordeal, and we're glad you're back listening to us, and you take care of yourself. And you can tell by your husband's voice he missed you.
Yeah, I do, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for the love, and keep listening, man.
All right, yep.
Yeah, man, he's ready to get his wife home.
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
It is, man. Paige. Good morning, Paige.
Yes.
All right.
Good morning.
Paige, when do you prefer to go to movies?
Well, so I kind of can see where, like a movie is a nice way to put you to sleep.
Yes.
But I'm totally an in the morning person. Like, you're refreshed. Nothing bad has happened yet. Like,
okay, so you get it in while the day is still fresh.
Right, there's no daily stress hanging over you.
Right. Like, it's just refreshing and a good way to start the day. I would agree.
Okay, gotcha. She said, hey, y'all can agree with me or not, but I agree. All right. All right, Paige, you keep getting up in the morning and doing what you do. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. People would think because we get up early in the morning that we're morning people, and that would be, man, if I got a day off, listen, I ain't trying to put in that kind of work. B, what they saying over there, man?
XL Mower powered by attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need to check. Call Dan Newland. A lot of people prefer morning time.
Really?
For the movies, yes.
I just need coffee first.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe that's
I'm an
the
old
coffee.
hag now.
And then someone said, anytime the theater's open, I'm there. You tell me what time.
I get it. All right, y'all, let's get out of here. It's 9:41. All right, 9:47. Time to get out of here. Ray, what you got going on in your world, girl?
I have the gym, and it's Wednesday, so t-ball and softball, all that
All in
good
one.
stuff. Yep. Also, since it is Wednesday, it's Winning Wednesday with Tijuana Flats.
Okay.
And if you head over to the XL1067 Instagram, you have a chance to get $50 in Tijuana Flats cash.
And
Which
you
is,
can eat a lot with
yes,
$50.
and they have the most delicious shrimp quesadillas and like garlic lime shrimp bowls over there. So $50 on our Instagram right now, XL1067.
All right. Chloe, what you got going on today, ma'am?
Just some stuff around here, then the gym.
In the
That's it.
gym. All right. And B, what about you, bro?
Nothing. Just some work. It's early day, so I got to get the kid from school. The semester is ending, so we got to wrap up some last minute loose ends. If you heard the show this morning, if not, go to the podcast. His teacher called in. We did the parent teacher conference live on the radio.
Live on the air.
And the boy got some work to do. So that's what we'll be doing today.
Listen to the podcast. Other than that, don't forget we need your help. Operation Princess Project. Go to XL1067.com. We need volunteers. We need racks. We need dresses. Get all that information to help us out. Ryan Seacrest is all yours. Y'all have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.